Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another live setting here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Mike Prince and Randy Allen. We are live from Magnolia West Mustangs, hosting the Waller Bulldogs on what should be a very competitive match on tonight. We want to remind you that we are here for you just as you are here for us. And to my left is Mr. Randy Allen. How you doing tonight, sir?
Doing awesome, Mike.
Uh-oh, they're praying. I'm sorry, sir. I'm not a heathen, folks. We know they won't pray tonight. While they're praying, we'll pray. Gracious Father, we thank you for tonight's broadcast. We ask that you keep us in perfect peace, perfect harmony, that no student have any serious grave injuries on tonight. The spirit of competition flow, and let your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. And as they get ready for the national anthem, Andy, how you doing tonight?
Amen.
Amen, and amen.
Doing great. Excited about tonight.
Yes.
Looking forward to this competition. This right here is the game we've been looking for.
All right. And there you have it, Randy. It is official, and it's game time.
It's game time. Friday Night Lights. This is the one we marked on the calendar
way back in August,
a couple of months ago, and we're anxious to get to, and it's finally here. And like we were talking on the way over here, it's hard to believe we're only 2 weeks away from the end of the season. And
well, from the end of the regular season and the start of what should be a new season, especially for the Bulldogs led under head coach Brad Wright. A magical season thus far, but as we stated way back in August, it seemed like it was right around the corner. This game would be the measuring stick mentally for the Bulldogs as they, for whatever reason, could not get over the hump of the Magnolia West Mustang for the last 4 years. They have been a stumbling block for the Bulldogs to go to the next level. We'll see how they'll take things on. It is a lot at stake tonight. The last 3 games of the season starting tonight, and the Bulldogs will really see if they have the mental toughness to carry on to the next level.
Absolutely. There's a lot more riding on this game than what meets the eye too. Just between not to put it out there, but just between the coaching staffs. I know that I was talking to a couple of guys this morning, and last night at one of the freshman games, the B team won. Well, all of the staff out here was at the game, and in that game, the B team pretty well got it handed to them. All the coaches came out, shook the coaches' hands at the end of the B team, but I know at the end of the A game, when the Bulldogs won, they said there were only 2 coaches that came out and shook everybody's hands. So, So I know there's a little bit of anxiety from both sides here.
A little anxiety as we get ready. The Bulldogs are on their road jerseys. They're dressed a little changed tonight: maroon bottoms, white tops, white helmets. They'll be going from my left to right. They won the toss. And Magnolia West has changed their look a little bit to look like the original Magnolia Bulldogs with the all maroon.
Yep.
And we'll see how things go as they get ready to start this off, and we'll be on the way here in just a moment. The kick is lined up. It's a low knuckler kick, retrieved at the 21-yard line, going hitting toward the up line toward the 34, and that's look like where the Bulldogs will take over, first down and 10.
The 35-yard line. Will Wagner right there. It looked like he was a little timid trying to get up in that hole. If he'd have hit that thing pretty hard, he could have possibly busted that thing out there. That's a pretty decent block in there, but maybe some opening game jitters.
Yes, sir. Well, this is a big game, and if you're ever going to have some jitters, I guess this would be the one to have the jitters.
That's right. This is going to be a good game to have some jitters on. Hopefully we can get those shaken off real quick, get this thing rolling.
Get it rolling indeed. As the Bulldogs will come out, they're going from left to right. Tyron Taylor in the backfield with him is Eric Wright. And this team has a lot accomplished as they came in tonight with the best record in the district, although mathematically and numerical-wise they are in second place behind the Stratford Spartans, who are in battle tonight. And Stratford will actually be hosting Tomball Memorial. So it should be discussing things already as we have yet to even get a playoff, and they're already having some discussions. This game historically has had a lot of emotional roller coaster, if you allow me to say it that way.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting. I'm real curious to see what they're talking about out there as they bring both head coaches out to almost the middle of the field. Coach Wright is almost to the numbers on the near sideline here, which is the opposing team, and doesn't appear to be a heated discussion, but appears to be something
I
going
think
on.
it's more of a control factor to let guys know they're going to have zero tolerance tonight, because let's be honest, people are not naive, and they know the history, they know the impact of tonight's game, and they know that it's going to be a lot at stake and a lot of emotions on the line. So I can only imagine that they're telling them, look, guys, we don't mind you playing fair and hard, but just play clean, no cheap shots, because let's be honest, there's a lot of pride at stake tonight.
That's right.
There's a lot of pride at stake
and a lot
tonight.
of emotions flying. Must be some type of clock issue or something as they're trying to the play clock is reset. I don't know really why they're trying to.
Well, it was at 11:55. That sounded about right with the time that went off. It's only 12-minute half, so they're pushing it back up to 12.
Should be right on it. I mean, I didn't see any flag anywhere. I'm not real sure exactly.
Unless they want to go 15-minute quarters. They say dial them up and let's go. Nice, brisk night tonight. Expected to be around 61 degrees on tonight. As
football weather.
Yeah, Waller riding on a magical carpet ride thus far, 7-0 on the season. Magnolia West, they're coming in at a 3-4 overall season record. They right now hold down the 5th slot. They're on the outside looking in. The playoffs will start tonight. So this is a must-win game for the Mustangs. So this is going to be a lot at stake tonight as they're still adjusting the clock. It's at 12 minutes right now. We had 11:55 to start. Meanwhile, the Magnolia West Mustangs, let me get that out, right, as they get ready. And now they're going back. Are they going to re-kick it? Are they saying this never happened? I'm really confused.
Yeah, something. Not real sure exactly what's going on.
So we don't have the luxuries of getting an explanation with a microphone from the referee. The ball is still spotted at the 35-yard line. And Coach Wright is walking off the field, but not in an enthusiastic way. It's rather lethargic, I might add. I mean, he's still at midway point.
Looks like there's going to be a sideline official. It's going to come all the way up to the press box. Or maybe talk to some official sideline.
Well, he's making his way through the gate. We'll see what happens. This is bizarre. Maybe this is of what's to come tonight, huh?
Rather awkward.
Well, meanwhile, we got some other games going on. The Hempstead Bobcats have their homecoming event going on tonight. They're hosting the Pulaski Sharks at Bobcat Stadium. Okay, so now they seem to have things back. It's 11:55 back on the clock. So the Bulldogs are ready to go. They'll be going from left to right. 4-3 look for the Mustangs. Receiver goes in motion. There's a keeper, a gill to Eric Wright. Looked like it was going to be a keeper on the option read. And he is tackled for a loss back to the 32-yard line. It'll be second down and 13.
Looked like the zone read again. And not to say that it was a bad read, but there was a couple of loose guys getting in the backfield there. I believe they've come up with a different front. That's what it looks like here from what we've seen before.
Second down and 13 for the Bulldogs. Spread look. There is a play action. This time, Tyron Taylor rolled to his left, throws. That ball is complete. First down for the Bulldogs across close to midfield. A good play action rollout for the first down of the night.
Good play by the Bulldogs there as they did the play action pass right there. Wes Campbell on the right side at tight end right there, coming on a drag route, and he hits him. Good throw by Tyron as Wes pulls it down and gets a couple of extra yards there after the catch. That's good to see from the Bulldogs right there. A good first down play is to pick up 15 on that.
They have it right at midfield. Spread look now for the Bulldogs. Tyron rolls to his right. Looks like he wants to run it, and he does. He gets across midfield. He's chopped down after he picks up a couple of yards. That looks like a pretty nice hit by, that looks like number 9. We don't even have a number 9 on the roster. And that's another story, ladies and gentlemen. We don't have a official roster for Magnolia West.
No, we don't.
We got what we could get offline, so if we miscall some kids, charge it to our heads and not to our hearts. Second down, and we'll call it 8 for the Bulldogs. Ball's at the 48-yard line. Taylor takes it, gives it to Eric Wright. He runs up the middle. He's back in the secondary. He's down to the 20-yard line. 10-5, touchdown Bulldogs. 48-yard touchdown run by Eric Wright. And the Bulldog train is rolling early.
It looks like that's what they're going to have to do. As much penetration as they've been getting early on, Mustangs have been getting penetration early. And, before that, previously, Tyron just happened to break a tackle to get the bonus yardage that he was able to get. But that right there is Eric busts right up the middle, first carry or second carry for that. You love to see that. See Eric get off on a good start. So, Bazan for the extra point is on. The snap is good. The kick is up right down the gut. So the Bulldogs go up 10:04 left in the first quarter. I hope we're saying this a lot, Mike.
I'm hoping, especially for the good guys in maroon and white on tonight. But as we were looking at the tail of the tape, if you will, both of these teams are not as shy at scoring points, and they score them often and early. I know you were doing your math. You pull out your calculator and your abacus and everything else to make sure that the numbers were coming up right, but these teams are measured.
And I found out that they weren't. So Max Preps obviously does some kind of Max Prep math or something with their statistics there. Because I did redo the numbers by quarter, and Waller comes up with 1.5 points better. 1.5 points better. Yeah, and Max Preps had the Bulldogs down by around 2 points, something like that. But
oh my! Well, whatever it is, we know that it's going to be hot and heavy on tonight, man. It's going to be hot and heavy.
It's going to be more of an offensive ball game than it is a defensive.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it.
And hopefully that exploitation right there is going to be a good sign.
The kick is on the way. It's a high, short kick, retrieved and fumbled.
He's down.
He's down on his knee. And it's going to be down at the 21-yard line.
Sorry, Coach. I got a little excited there.
Hey, no problem.
Got his knee down.
Look, we don't want you here if you're not excited, man.
The ball and the kick, a good high pooching kick all the way down to the 20-yard line as it goes through the hands of that looked like number 20 for Mag West, which is Chris Nicholson. Looks like he just dropped it and went down to a knee to pick it up, and he was down right there.
So the ball is at the 21-yard line. Double pistol look right now for Mag West. They've changed to the spread as 3 receivers are to the right side. The snap comes. The left-handed quarterback throws, hit the receiver in the slot, and it's going to be a first down up to the 36-yard line. First pass is completed.
It's going to be about a 15-yard pickup. He just throws a little hitch, about a 5-yard hitch route right there, and he was wide open, Mike.
No huddle offense now. There is a give to the back, run straight up the middle, met by a host of Bulldogs after picking up a couple yards, and it will be second down, and we'll call it 8 for the call. Adrian Thomas on the call.
On the carry as he goes right up the middle. But stopped pretty quick by the defense.
Second play now. There's a play-action pass, and that ball is caught for a first down at the 44-yard line. That looked like number 85, Andrew McCaffrey.
DeAndre Blackshear coming off of his receiver to make the play. Not sure if they're running some type of man or if that's a zone there, but another receiver pretty wide open.
43-yard line now of the Bulldogs. There's a stutter step from the back, gets across to the 40-yard line. And Adrian Thomas seems to be the man on the mission tonight. He wears number 22 according to our information that we have here. We want to give you fair warning that the roster might be slightly off, but we'll work with what we have. There's a double pistol look now, counter run, give to the back, gets across to the 38-yard line as Thomas picked up 1 yard, so it's going to be now third down. We'll call it 5 yards.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a big test for the defensive line tonight. See how they kind of stack up. Considering the way they played last week, talking to different people, knowing that the defensive front was not that strong last week. Not to take anything away from Tomball, but this is going to be a huge test for that front four tonight.
All right, third down and 5 now. There is a misdirection.
Oh, no.
Nice give to the back. He's tripped up as that was number 22, Adrian Thomas again. He scuttles enough for a first down to the 28-yard line.
Almost a big play for the Bulldogs as the quarterback bobbled the ball but was able to get it to Thomas.
Magnolia West running this no-huddle offense as they go now. Play action. Another wide-open receiver caught down inside the 20, still on his feet to about the 17-yard line now.
I'm not sure exactly what's going on there, Mike. They're just lining up in trips right over there. They're shifting to it, but still they should have somebody going out, and nobody's going out in the short flat.
So there's no huddle look again. Power eye look now this time. Now they spread it out to a single backfield. Receiver comes in motion. There's a reverse give to the back. A receiver coming and tripped up to the 10-yard line is the Thomas twins. That looks like Aaron Thomas.
Good play. Good play there by Colin Davenport coming all the way across the field on that. He came a long way to make that tackle, but he may have saved a touchdown.
Ball's at the 10-yard line. Magnolia West moving the ball with ease. There's another give this time to Adrian Thomas running to the right side. He looks like he might have enough for another Magnolia West first down.
It's going to be real close as they run over the right side. They're going to get right back on the ball.
So the no huddle and a quarterback keeper, and they will penetrate to the 5-yard line. As that is Tyler Faree, number 11, the junior 6'3" quarterback leading the charge for the Mustangs for a Mustang first down. First down, goal to goal from the 5-yard line. A full house look. There is a give to Thomas running to the left side. Wiggles his way down close to the goal line. They're going to say stop at the 1-yard
line. As he's dragging defenders as he goes, they're quick to be right back on the ball.
Another no-huddle set. The wishbone look. That's going to be a keeper for Ferree, and he will get in for the Magnolia West touchdown.
I'm afraid this announcer is going to have a lot of that tonight.
Yes, sir.
Magnolia comes right back with I'm not, haven't seen them enough yet this year, but if they saw anything of that Tomball game last week and watched the no huddle against the Bulldogs, they know it's effective. Not real sure if they took a page from that last week or if that's just their normal system there, but as the field goal team comes on, the field goal's extra point is good.
The PAT is good, and at 6:25, we are all tied up. We'll give you some scores throughout the Waller County area. Let's see what we got coming up here. Right now, Navasota is on top of Fur 9-0. Springwood's on top of Magnolia 7-0. Brenham on top of Tomball by the score of 7-0. And we have the total we have for right now. Want to give a shout-out to Benny Mays. He shot us out a text. Well, we got an update now. Navasota has 16-0. Just like that, they're scoring yet again.
Navasota is pretty good at that scoring, too.
Yes, sir. Oh, and how?
Yes.
And how? That goes without saying, my friend.
Kick return. DeAndre Blackshear deep at the 5-yard line, pretty much in the middle of the field. Will Wagner about at the 19-yard line on the near side. And I believe that is Derek Wright on the far side. Kicker approaches the ball.
Oh, there's an onside kick, and it's bobbled off the Bulldogs, recovered by Magnolia West. And they've been known for doing that ever since we've been playing them.
Yeah, smart play right there. Totally caught him off guard, although it hit a Waller player right in the hands, but unable to come down with it. Ultimately disappointing for the Bulldogs. But not to say that that's a gutsy call. That may be just good coaching right there as they come out and, instead of expecting a deep kick, to kick that short one right there.
So Magnolia West will take over right at the 50-yard line with 6:25, and the offense that has already shown they can move the ball is back on. There's a Gilda Thomas running straight up the middle. He's into the secondary down to the 35-yard line, and here we go.
Good gainer for the Mag Mustangs as they be able to pick up about 12 yards, get to the 35-yard line, and they're quick to get right back on the ball again.
But no huddle offense yet again. There's another Gilda Thomas running straight back up the middle, spinning off defenders down to the 19-yard line, and he picks up 16 yards.
They're going right at them, man. They're just going right up the gut with it. They're not hiding any secrets or anything. Here they come. Stop us if you can.
So the no huddle, and it looks like it might have been guys not set yet.
Not sure. Mike, we're with 4 down linemen, but I don't know if Bradley, the middle linebacker, is picking a side or not, but he's leaving the middle. I was watching on that particular play. The middle of the field was wide open. Not sure exactly what's going to happen as far as they keep exploiting that.
So now the spread look for the Mustangs. Ball pushes them back 5 yards. So it's first down and 15. They're doing the Oregon look routine here on Magnolia West sideline with all these signs and things put in place. There is a give to Thomas. He tries to get back, and he is caught by Brad Zika.
Yeah, much better job there. That's number 24 for the Bulldogs. That sophomore, what's that young man's name?
Johnson.
Johnson, it is. Johnson on the play right there is coming in at defensive end as a defensive replacement, maybe just to give a blow right here, but he made a good play of getting rid of that lineman and getting on that play.
Going back to action now, rolling out is the quarterback. Got the receiver wide open on just a simple drag route, and that looks like
Isaiah Lazard on the tackle, well downfield.
First down.
Very effective on their passing game.
Yes, sir. Coming up now, power eye. There's a quarterback keeper, and Fareed will get down to the 7-yard line. And Magnolia is trying to hit the Bulldogs in the mouth early and often.
Yes, they are.
All right, now the double pistol look. Receiver goes in motion. There's a give to Thomas sweeping to the right side, trying to get to the corner and gets through. And
ball
on the play, and it is recovered by the Mustangs.
Oh, my goodness. Bulldogs had a fantastic opportunity right there to get on the ball. Not sure how they didn't get on it, but they didn't. As it's going to be second down for Mag West.
Looks like there's going to be some assistance needed for a player down on the field. Our vantage point, Randy, I might have to pull out the old binoculars, man, to get a chance to see who's what over there on the side.
Yeah, for some reason it looks like it's 3 miles away from here. I don't even know if binoculars will help.
Well, I'll see because I think my binoculars only get a mile. So
that was just a little hand sweep by the Mustangs there as they came across and wasn't sure who made that tackle, but they made a good touchdown-saving tackle as they were able to get the ball free. Looks like number 34 for Mag West was the injured player, was Tyler Ray. Kind of looked like he was the one that was carrying the ball. I'm not sure. They start the clock as they get back.
So they get ready to go now. Second down, goal to go from the 6-yard line. Bunches to the left, rolling to the left, looking to throw, being spread out, cuts back in, and dives forward. He lost the ball again, but he got across the plane. Touchdown keeper by Tyler Foray.
Good rollout to the left right there by the Mustangs. And, man, I'm not saying anything early, but I was watching the interior line right there as he was rolling out, and they literally tackled Christian Jeffries on the play. He couldn't get out there if he had to, and that created a huge hole for him to cut back up into. Extra point team is on the field, and the kick is up and good. Mustangs point after touchdown is good to go up 14-7. 3/4 of the way through the first quarter.
21 points already, and I think we're just beginning. We're just beginning. And if you allow me to say it in this manner, when you have the likes of the Mustangs doing an onside kick so early, maybe that's a little fear that they might not have enough in the engine, and so to take every advantage they can early and often. I know,
right.
And I'm not saying that it is. But it's almost to where you're stooping to all the low tricks to do what you can to get an advantage.
To win. That's right. And you know what wouldn't surprise me at all right here, Mike, is if they tried it again.
I know.
Just when you don't expect it, that's when you should expect it. And you think they're going to probably kick it deep right here, but it would not surprise me at all if they came right back to it.
Well, they did.
I think they'd have a hands team in for the Bulldogs.
The kick is on the way, and this was a long, deep kick, and it will be retrieved at the 8-yard line by the Bulldogs.
Oh, great block.
Oh, my God. Oh, what a big hit. What a big hit. And that was by number 25, Aaron Thomas. Blacksher looked like he was about to accelerate to the next tier.
Next level, and he got leveled, all right.
Yes, sir.
But good return by the Bulldogs is now all of a sudden we have a flag on the penalty. So they're going to – there was a great block to set up that hole. I couldn't see who that was, but literally leveled a Mag West Mustang to create the hole for DeAndre as he got up in there and was able to get another 20 yards plus. But penalty against the Bulldogs at about the 35, so it moves the ball all the way back to the 25 as they start this drive.
Well, the Bulldogs coming out now. The spread look for Taylor and company. He rolls to his left, looking, wants to go. He kicks outside, got a good block, still on his feet, and he gets about 6 yards on that run.
Good job of Tyron there. There's this little sprint out pass to the left, and he really set up a good block right there by his lineman as the lineman was staying with his block. Really did a good job of setting that block up to cut back inside. Run 40 to pick up 5 on that.
Yeah, he ran 40 to pick up 5, but at least he got some positive yards.
You're right.
Spread look now for the Bulldogs. The snap a little high. The give is to right running to the left side, spinning, running forward, and gets close to the yard marker.
Yeah, good hard run by Eric. Eric Wright on that play. That's number 22 for the Bulldogs. A good hard run is. I don't think it would have mattered what Tyron did on that. They pretty much had both of those run patterns covered on the zone read.
So it's going to be third down and about 3, a short 4 for the Bulldogs. Spread look. Taylor gets the snap. He gives it to Wright. Wright's running clean up the middle. He could go all the way. Nobody's going to touch him. Touchdown, Bulldogs. What a run by Eric Wright to run 67 yards untouched.
Another one. That's unbelievable, Mike. I can't believe it, man. That's just like you said. I mean, he was untouched. That was the zone read. They did take Tyron on the read, and Tyron did another great job of handing the ball up, and the line just created a Big Mac truck hole right up the middle. I'm not real sure what Eric was trying to do there at the end as he Cadillac'd the last yard or so, and defender was right behind him, but was on for the extra point. Kick is up and good for the Bulldogs as they tie the score. That was pretty much, you could say, a quick strike, Mike. I was really concerned on that third and short play, but obviously it did not make any difference.
Now, you want to hear some phenomenal numbers? Check this out. Magnolia West gets the ball off the onside kick at 6:25, and they score with 6:25. They score in 4:14. They travel 50 yards in 7 plays. Bulldogs come right back. They travel 75 yards in 3 plays and had the ball under a minute.
Yeah.
So you best believe that every chance they get, I anticipate onside all night for the rest of the night if I'm Brad Wright. Wow. Man, we are in for a rumble. We're in for a rumble, sir.
The Bulldogs with a long huddle on the sideline over there.
You think they're going to try one themselves?
You know, as much as I'd like to see it, I don't think they're going to.
You old rascal.
I would like to see them line it up right where it is and then kick it right over here to the left side.
Well, they're actually on the far side. They're on the far side of the hands right now. And we'll see how Coach Wright wants to approach this. Is it a gander for a gander, a goose for a goose? And there's a high, short kick. It is going to be retrieved at the 6-inch fumble.
Ball's out. The ball's loose.
And they're scrambling for it. It looks like Mag West may have recovered.
This is going to be very interesting, Mike. This is going to be a rumble at the bottom.
Oh, they are rustling and tussling.
I believe, by the way he's coming out, we did not get it.
Mag West will maintain possession.
Man, that is 2 great opportunities for the Bulldogs, and have just really come up empty. A good kick by Bazan. The ball was real high. It got all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Ball just went right through his hands, didn't it?
Yes, sir.
Right through his hands, and then it goes off of his knee right toward the Bulldogs, but unable to be able to get on that ball. So
the Mustangs.
So here we go. Hopefully we can get a little defense going.
So Tyler Faree and the Mustangs come back out. The ball's at the 26-yard line on the near hash mark, going from right to left. Taylor goes in motion to give to Andre Taylor, and Adrian Taylor, I should say, and he will get maybe a yard or 2 after that.
Yeah, a little bit better job up front for just keeping a stabilized front line. It's not getting pushed back, but not getting much push themselves.
And they're back with this no huddle, and there's all sides by the
There's an opportunity to go deep.
And they went deep. They tried to connect. They had a free play. That looked like that was Cody Beaver, and he was not able to connect on the free play.
Yeah, just about any time you see that offsides move, offenses are trained now to where they're going to take that shot downfield just to see if they can get lucky and keep a quarterback not paying attention and laying down on once they see that flag, just kind of, it's a flag.
Well, we have 2 minutes and 43 seconds remaining in this first half. We're
in the quarter.
First quarter, and we have 28 points already. We told you it was going to be a barn burner.
It's going to be a track meet.
So now Faree is in the pistol formation. Takes it, gives it to Thomas, and Thomas runs hard across the 40 to the 42-yard line.
Yeah. Plenty for the first down there. They're just running. That right there is just real similar to the Bulldog play that the Bulldogs run, where they pull the right tackle and right guard, create a nice hole there for the running back.
So now it will be another play. Going across, going up top. That's too long. Off the defender's hands. That looked like, was that rape?
Now that's Colin Sims Davenport on the outside cornerback. And I tell you what, if that ball is just 3 more inches overthrown, that's an interception right there.
They hit him right in the hands, though.
I believe it went off the offensive player's hands and kind of deflected it, though.
Okay, so 3rd down and 10, a big play here for the Bulldogs defense. Trying to draw him off sides is Faree. He has 3 receivers to his left. The lefty will more than likely roll to the left side to try and live. But that slot man has been killing the Bulldogs here of late. He's been wide open on each attempt that they've tried. Take it now, rolling to his right side, going diverse and good open field tackle
Cameron Rape is able to run him down and make the tackle. He picks up about 6 yards, though, so that's going to put a good opportunity for the Mustangs to capitalize on. This is third down, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought that was third down.
After that incomplete pass. What was I thinking?
Yes, sir. You're absolutely right.
So 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4 now.
A good opportunity for the Bulldogs to step up defensively.
And they give it to to Adrian
Good
Thomas.
job,
And he
Cameron Rape.
Deep in the backfield by
Cameron Rape for about a 4-yard loss there. As they're going to back the Mustangs up inside their own 45 there. A good job by Cameron Rape coming from the outside linebacker position. Just a very sure tackle there. He goes in low and grabs a hold of some cloth.
Watch for a fake punt here, too.
You better believe it. Look here.
And there they go. They throw the pass, and it's complete. My goodness. On 4th down and 6.
Absolutely, Coach. You called that one. Great job defensively to get the stop, but they're not really sure exactly what's going on there.
Yeah, special teams has got to be alert for the duration of this contest. They're going back now to play action. They try to do a little free flicker, and they get it back to Ferry.
A lot of holding going on right there. It's not going to be called.
Or thrown as Ferry gets about a 6-yard gain. Looks like a busted-up play.
They're pulling out all the stops tonight.
Yes, sir. That's what desperate people do, desperate things.
They hand the ball off to the fullback as he attempts to go to the line. And he turns around and throws the ball back to the quarterback. So it's kind of a double pass action as they're trying to get a big play there. But good enough play by the Bulldogs.
Sweep now to Thomas, and he goes all the way across, down inside the 5-yard line, picks up a huge gain for Mag West.
Yeah, that's a hand sweep right there. They give the ball to the guy in the motion going across the field. He's able to get the corner and pick up big yardage all the way to the 2-yard line.
So the no huddle, and there's
another touchdown for the Mustangs.
Mustang touchdown, another one by Tyler Ferry. And they're becoming a pattern now.
So it's really going to come down, Mike. This may, as we've seen, 3 or 4 games this year, that last man standing with the football,
yes, sir,
may be the victor. The extra point is up and good by the Mustangs. So with 5 seconds left in the first quarter, the Mustangs go up 21-14. Although the Bulldogs have stopped, well, actually they haven't stopped them.
Trickery and deception is how they get it. Now, it's good, and it's working, but
it can only work so long.
Yeah, it can only work so long. At some point, you're going to have to put your chin strap on tight and play some ball. Wow.
This is going to be a great game, Mike, with 5 seconds left in the quarter.
5 seconds remaining in the quarter. And at the end of the quarter, we'll let you know who has helped us to make this possible on tonight. We have 35 points scored in the first quarter. And technically the quarter's not over.
That's right. We could get a kick return right here.
Or another onside.
Hey, that wouldn't surprise me at all.
No, sir.
As far as he's lined up, that's perfect. You think he's going to kick it deep, but look at here.
There's another onside kick, and it is falling down and retrieved by Bulldogs. Man, now that's I'm not going to say anything.
Hey, you know what? If you're only going to score in 3 plays, why not give them a short field just so you can get the ball again?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That ball did not go 10 yards, and it was a real gutsy play by the Bulldog player as he traveled inside the 10 yards to get on it, but it didn't take any kind of funky bounce or anything. So, fortunately, we were able to get on that one.
So, the Bulldogs come out now. The ball is at the 48-yard line. Spread look for Taylor. He takes it and gives it to right again, running up through and over across the 35-yard line down to the 33-yard line.
Another 14-yard pickup for Eric Wright.
And that is going to take us to the end of the first quarter. And, ladies and gentlemen, you better hold on because we're going to be in for a long one. Randy, let us know who we got.
It's going to be another great night of football.
Yes, sir. Who we got working with us
talk about our
tonight.
sponsors tonight. We have Galileo's Mexican Grill in Patterson, Texas. Their number is 979-865-1906. The Learning Tree Daycare Center in Hempstead, Texas. And their number is 979-826-4703. We have Green Lawn Care with James Lidke. His number is 979-277-2145. We're also sponsored by Armor Industries off of Business 290 and FM 362 in Waller, 936-372-1234. Also sponsored by the Varsity Grill. They're in Waller off of FM 2920. The number is 936-372-9115. Also, Larry's Automotive off of FM 362 in the Field Store area. The Temple Refuge Ministries in Prairie View. And the Waller Bulldog Club, sponsored by the Waller Independent School District Booster Supporters.
And we must remember our friend, Mr. Lee Van Richardson, attorney at law in Hempstead, Texas, back with the second half of play. Second quarter play, Eric Wright gets the ball on the outside, runs down close to the 20-yard line, picks up another Bulldog first down.
Another 12-yard pickup there on that zone read play. Mike, they're baiting them. They're not going to be able to stop it because either way, if they're going to take Eric on that, Tyron's going to keep it, and he's going to bust it.
And you'll go to deception and trickery to try to keep a pace.
That's right. And I'll tell you what, it's going to be a good test for the Bulldogs right now.
Yes, sir. A good test of mental capacity. As we stated back August 1st, and we had the preseason selection, there is a penalty. Delay a game.
So, illegal procedure by the Bulldogs. Since it was on that side, I'm thinking it was a receiver on that side, but I've seen a lot of early movement in the backfield by the Mustang so far, but yet I've seen a flag come out. I've seen 2 or 3 holding calls on the end of the line.
Now, Randy, behave.
Seen a flag come
behave,
out.
Randy.
We're homies, Mike. We can do this.
Oh, you're right. Homie don't play that.
That's right. Homie don't play that. Your due's coming.
First down and 15. Bulldogs going from right to left. Tyron Taylor on the keeper. Gets across the 25 and down to about the 22. A little extra pushing and shoving going on.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting. Good job by Tyron there on the zone read as he keeps it and goes up the middle, able to pick up the 5 yards that we lost on the penalty. But as I was saying earlier, Mike, it's just going to be a thing right here to where you got to be patient. Got to be patient, weather the storm like you're talking about. The trickery is only going to last so long.
That's right. Bulldogs come out on the left hash mark, near side to us. Wagner goes in motion.
There he is.
And Wagner with the reception, caught the ball close to the first down marker. Good pass.
Wow. A good rollout play. Will Wagner just on a speed out right there, and Tyron threw that ball perfectly. If he'd have thrown that ball just a hair behind him, that could have been bad news. But good throw by Tyron. Wagner looked like he fell on the down marker, but they marked him 2 yards short of the first down. Short.
So it's 3rd down and 2 now. Tyron Taylor takes it. He keeps it himself, running to the left side. Got a convoy in front of him down to the 5-yard line. Another first down for the Bulldogs.
Good job by Tyron on the counter play right there. Nice-looking pulling tackle right there, getting up in that hole. It looked like Cole Gogley pulling and getting that lead blocker. Tyron with his hand on his back just saying, lead me to the promised land, brother.
Now, what I like about this drive right here, the Bulldogs are saying, you can try your deception, trickery. We just going to beat you the old-fashioned way.
Absolutely.
Line up in front of you and go man on man.
That's right.
First down, goal to goal. Tyron Taylor takes it himself, keeps it. Oh, he did a freak move, and he slipped down and fell. Oh, my God. He would have got in for sure, Randy. I'm
if
sorry.
He would have kept his balance, man, that would have made that guy look silly. Goodness gracious. I've seen a move like that, but last time I saw it, it was on the dance floor.
I know that's right. He stepped to the left, went back to the right, and that's just where they wet the field before the game where he slipped down.
Yep.
With those who wasn't here, the sprinkler systems magically came on while the teams were in the pregame drills for about maybe a minute or two, but enough to get it soaked on a cool night. Go figure that one. Here we go, spread now. It is third down, and there's a give, and Eric Wright, they call a flag. Eric Wright looked like he broke the penetration. They might call this one back for holding.
Oh, yeah, they're not going to let the Bulldogs get it that easy. I'm going to stay on them, Mike.
Well, you just said we're homies, right?
We are homies. We're going to call it like we see it, right?
That's right. 9:14 is what I see on the clock.
Eric Wright was able to get the ball into the end zone as the ball was marked at the 3-yard line. They are going to call holding against the Bulldogs. There's not been any holding against the Mustangs so far. So, but holding against the Bulldogs is what moved the ball back 10
I like
yards.
you, man. You all right with me, Randy. I don't care what they say about you. You my buddy.
Man, I tell you what, I just hate getting the hose.
Yeah, especially on a fall
kids
night.
Get out here and work their tails off and going to let somebody decide a game.
Let the kids play.
And it's being done on both sides of the ball, but you're only calling it one way. Yes, I've got a problem with it.
So the ball's at the 14-yard line. It will be third down for the Bulldogs. Second down for the Bulldogs. Tyron takes it, rolls to his left, got plenty of blocking. He's finally wrapped up. He gets to about the 11-yard line. Good tackle that time. It looks like.
Yeah, just a little quarterback sweep on that right there as Tyron's trying to get to the edge.
That was Tyler Ray, number 34, on the tackle. So the Bulldogs will have third down.
Third and goal, just outside the 10-yard line.
Now, for all intents and purposes, we're well within Bazan's range, so you don't have to do anything super crazy. I do want a touchdown, but I want to get some points here.
Absolutely.
So I wonder if they'll work back toward the far side. There's a pass in the corner. Oh.
A quick slant there to Will Wagner. The inside receiver spread wide right. Looked like a pretty good throw from here as Will Wagner just tries to reach up with one hand and pull it down. Looks like he might have been able to stretch. He'd have been really jumping and stretching out with both hands to snag that, but it wasn't the case here. As they do bring out the field goal unit, Bonnie Bazan. This will be a 28-yard field goal attempt. Snap is back. Ball is down. Bazan drills it right through the uprights. There was no question at all about that.
No, as they say, a no-doubter.
So with a little help from the officials, the Bulldogs are held to a field goal. And it looks as if we come out in this possession. And you know, Mike, I'm really okay with this because I know what's going to happen in the second half.
Well, we've been a second-half team adjusting, going in. Now, the Bulldogs will be kicking off. Don't be surprised, regardless of what the score is, if they don't come out with an onside on their own.
They're going to try to pull a rabbit out of the hat, I think.
No doubt. No doubt.
Absolutely.
One thing I learned about Coach Wright, he's a fierce competitor. He doesn't let a lot of things rattle his chains, but he has a deep, long memory like an elephant.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. You are right about that.
Mike Prince and Randy Allen live here from Magnolia West High School. The Bulldogs trying to go 8-0 on tonight, trailing right now by the score of 21-17. The kick by Bazan is another high, short kick, and it's going to go out of bounds. And that is not exactly how they wrote that one up in the books, Coach. But
no, I'm not quite sure. Bazan got a little bit too much foot into that one. And you know what, surprisingly, I'm not real sure what happens, but Renee Salazar is usually the kickoff guy for the Bulldogs. So with Bazan, he's had all of the kicks so far tonight. Forgot to mention that earlier, but so we'll see exactly what's going up with that.
So the Mustangs will now take over on their 30-yard line with 8:20.
We've got two receivers out on this side, and okay, now we're getting some help.
Spread look now as Fareed looks, throws back to the tight end, and that was not the tight end, but a wide receiver slot.
Yeah, great job by Bradley Zika. It's a little quarterback screen right through the middle of the field as he comes real tight underneath the coverage. Bradley Zika seeing that, reading it, only for about a 4-yard gain. Good job by Zika.
Marion Mitchell was the receiver on that particular pass. So now the Mustangs have 3 receivers to the right side. The clock is running at 7:55. Fareed looking, the left-handed quarterback. I bet you he plays baseball. As that's the give to Anders Thomason, trying to get to the outside, shakes off a couple of defenders, and finally down at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, that's a little hand sweep there coming to the near sideline of Magnolia West, and they actually had him for about a 3-yard loss on that play. And he's able to get away from that and pick up 2. So we're going to have about a 3rd and long 4.
So it is 3rd down and about 4. There's a play action. That ball is complete to the outside receiver, is tackled at the 42-yard line. That looks like that was number 13, Micah Small, on the reception.
Colin Sims Davenport on the stop there. Just giving him a little bit too much cushion there, but a good, sure tackle as he comes up.
Yes, sir.
And wraps the receiver up.
And with
so
that tackling ability, you could play a little tighter on that, but that comes with confidence. And there is going to be a give running up the middle, broke through defenders. Looked like he was going to be tackled, but then broke loose for additional 8-9 yards on the run.
Yeah. Right up the middle, as they say. And Colin Sims Davenport able to make another tackle, but not after another 15-yard pickup or so.
So that no huddle continue to be the formula for the Mustangs. There's another give to Thomas running straight back up the middle. Gets down inside the 35 to about the 33.
Just a straight handoff up the middle. Just really going right at the heart of the defense of the Bulldogs. It's going to be 2nd down and about 6 for the Mustangs.
6:25 before half. Mustangs up 21-17. These teams scored 35 points between the two of them in the first quarter alone, and it seemed to slow down here just a little bit. Mustangs ready. Man comes in motion is Thomas. There's another sweep. And
they finally got the running back in the backfield moving early. They finally called it. I bet you Coach Wright's over there in his ear like a wild banshee about some of this stuff. And so they finally dropped the flag on the Mustangs. That's an improvement, Mike. That means we're getting somewhere. So we're going to move it back 2nd and 11 for the Mustangs. The ball is on the 38-yard line.
So now the double pistol look for the Mustangs is going to be a play action pass thrown across, and that ball is over the head, intended for the tight end, number 10 for Scott Palomia.
Yeah, if the quarterback would have waited just a hair longer on that, that thing would have been wide open. But Zika and looked like the safety kind of bumping him a little bit, giving him a little business right there.
A little harassment.
Yeah, so they actually did a really good job of picking that guy up coming across the middle there. 3rd down and 11.
3rd and 11 now. Pistol look for the Mustangs. Mustangs going from left to right. Another play action pass. That ball overthrown, intended for Thomas, and it's going to be 4th down and 11, but I don't trust it.
I wouldn't trust it at all, Mike. 4th down, but now if I were up, I would play field position at this point.
I wouldn't even put anybody back there to go for the punt. I'm going to play defense.
I wouldn't at all. I'm defense all the way.
Yes, sir. I would go defense.
I think Matt West is going to quick kick.
Yeah, no.
We'll see what.
There's a play action pass. Ferry going up top, going deep. That ball is caught. What a play!
He did catch it.
Marion Mitchell, one-on-one, went up top.
They went right at him and deep.
No trickery there, just went straight man-on-man, and an outstanding grab by the junior receiver for Mag West. Ball is at the 4-yard line, and that was a backbreaker.
Got an illegal participation here. I believe we're going to have 12 on the field as they get lined up here. Had one too many players. No wonder they've been doing so well. Now they're sending.
So that pushes them back 5 yards. That was just, there's nothing you can actually say about that. Now, here's where you start playing head games when you're Magnolia West. Waller's probably looking for watch the fake pooch, and then they just go
right at them.
So here we go now, 1st and goal from the 9. There's a give to Thomas. He's going to be wrapped up by a host of Bulldogs, maybe got to the 6-yard line.
And a lot of extracurricular play going on from both sides. So this is going to be a good one tonight. It started off fantastic with 4:34 left in the half.
3 receivers now to the left side for Ferry. Looking over back towards the sideline, 4 minutes and 24 seconds in the first half. 10 seconds coming up now on the play clock. Ferry now gets readjusted. Man comes in motion. There's going to be a give to the receiver going across. That's Thomas. He spins across and gets in for the touchdown from 6 yards out.
It's a hand sweep there as they come across in motion, and they hand it to the running back there as he comes across in motion, just able to cut it up inside. I'm really kind of curious as to exactly what's going on defensively as far as they've got 4 down linemen, but they're playing the middle linebacker to one side, kind of leaving the middle of the field open, so I'm really not in tune to what's going on with that. As the extra point team comes out, an extra point is good. Mag West go up 28-17 with 4:10 left in the first half.
First half. Now, here's something that I'm observing. We've always said that Waller has been masterful at making adjustments at halftime. 4:10 is enough to drive the ball downfield and score. Now, this time, I'd like to see a touchdown.
Absolutely.
I don't want to see you go back, you make your halftime adjustments, and we'll see. I'm not a betting man, but if I'm Coach Wright, even if I score going into the half, I'm almost willing to guarantee you that there will be an onside kick to start this second half off. I can almost guarantee you that one, my friend.
Well, it seems like that Mag West is relying on a lot of trickery and a lot of getting the people involved and try to get in on the charade. So hopefully they can just weather the storm and come out.
That's right.
Get it on.
They said, man up and let's play.
Yeah, exactly right.
There's a kick, another onside kick that bounces off and is captured by the Bulldogs. When does the madness stop?
Statistically speaking, I don't know if I'm making this up. I could make it up, make it sound good, couldn't I?
Yeah, you can.
But I think statistically speaking, you get about 50% onside kicks. So if you kicked 4 of them, you're probably going to get 2 of them. So they've kicked 4 so far and gotten 1. We're going to see more in the second half. So I think they're just playing the odds here. Waller's going to score anyway, right?
Yeah, it's 50-yard line. They can't stop them from back at their own 20. So actually, they're getting them up to the 45-yard line.
Like I said a while ago, if you're just give them a short field and let them score, so I can have the ball back. I've got a lead now.
3 receivers to the right side now for the Bulldogs, going from right to left. There's going to be a give to Eric Wright, and he's going to be met back to the 50-yard line. That was just a good heads-up play by the defenseman Tyler Ray, number 34.
Yeah, that may be the first time I've seen Tyron misread the zone read on that play. Is Eric is met about 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So.
Really doesn't really matter because they can slow it down, but the inevitable is coming. I can just stick with what got you here. Man, now Wagner in motion. There is going to be another keeper by Taylor, and, man, they got Tyler Ray is just going on a full-out blitz, and these receivers for the Bulldogs are blocking downfield.
They are blocking.
And things are getting chippy right now.
Yes, they are. Mag West is bringing the house to what's going on so far defensively, because I know one thing, the line is a lot better than that.
Yes, sir.
For them to be doing that. We've got about 3rd and 13 here.
3rd down and 13, 2 minutes and 55 seconds before the half. Bulldogs trailing 28-17. Tyron Taylor, 3 receivers to his right. There's another play action going up top. The receiver is too strong, intended for William Wagner, and it's waved off. No flags thrown. And it's going to be 4th down. And logic would say that you have to bring out the kicking unit.
Logic would say that, and by the looks of it, I believe that's what they're going to do.
Because you don't want to get caught into a ego contest. I almost called it something else, but it is family programming, and start trying to keep up tit for tat. Play the basics. Don't let the trickery rattle you, and exactly just go out and play some fundamental ball.
That's exactly right.
The clock is stopped at 2:44. Give a shout-out to my wife, Stephanie. She's back in Palestine, Texas. She's listening. She and the family, thank you, honey, and enjoy your, your 10-year reunion of high school graduation. At least that makes us feel better. It's almost halftime time out on the field. Randy, quickly tell us who we got helping us out tonight with this sponsorship, man.
Well, we've got several people that are helping us out. I have an old list. Wouldn't mind having that updated one.
Oh, we'll help
check
you
that bad boy out. But we've got the Waller Bulldog Club, Waller ISD sponsors, the Temple of Refuge Ministries in Prairie View, have Larry's Automotive, serving the Field Store area and near areas off of FM 362. The Varsity Grill in Waller. And the Bulldogs are in punt formation.
Punt formation.
Daniel Nieto gets a good kick.
Off good. Take a Bulldog bounce down to the 7-yard line. And the Bulldogs.
Fantastic kick by Daniel Nieto as he kept a good ball spiral, made a good bounce inside the 10-yard line as it's down at the 7-yard line of the Mustang. So there's actually enough time on the play clock for the Bulldogs to get a stop right here.
Yes, sir.
Or literally make something happen.
How about a turnover and just knock the snot out somebody, get the ball, and let's go.
We've had the opportunities. I can't say we haven't been short of opportunities.
Exactly.
As the Mustang offense comes to the field, they go straight to the line of scrimmage.
Also want to say hello to my baby girl, Jasmine. She's listening tonight. There is a gear to Thomas, and he is met ferociously.
Zach Day trying to get a little fire into that defense. No gain on the play as the ball is marked down at the 7-yard line again. So that defensive line hopefully getting a little second half activity, getting started.
Bulldogs have 2 timeouts left. There is, Bulldogs going to be guilty of jumping off sides. The big guys up front looking like they may have got a little too antsy. As the line judge explains it to the head umpire, and that's going to give the Bulldogs.
Yeah, he must be giving a really good hard count down there.
Yes, sir.
That's not the first time that they've jumped.
They've been fidgety all night. They've been fidgety all night.
So he must be giving a good cadence down there.
So now it's going to be 2nd down and 5. There's a gear to Thomas. He makes the defenders miss, and he's going to be wrapped up. He looks close to a first down. There's playing rugby right now, going back and forth, a little extra pushing going on with some of the big guys up front. I mean, I like to see the passion that's out there, but I don't want to see any guys in particular get thrown out from losing their cool.
Absolutely not.
So now the Mustangs using the no-huddle approach, and that's going to be a flag. That's right. They did the no-huddle, and they tried to sneak in the big, tall receiver, number 10, Palomir, and they had a Palomanther, and they had a receiver run off the field, so that's going to put some backfire. Boy, when you were desperate, man, that's reaching in the barrel.
Man.
Keep you cool, man. Keep you cool.
I did have my off-site stats guy. Thank you, Ron. Appreciate you doing that. But the statistics for recovering onside kicks is 21%.
Yes, sir.
So I was slightly off on that.
Back to give is Thomas. Thomas spins up to the original line of scrimmage.
Getting that offense ready, getting right back on the line of scrimmage.
53 seconds remaining in the half. And there's another give to play action going up top. And that ball is caught by Thomas. They caught that one was Adrian Thomas.
Good play action pass there by the Mustangs. And it's one of the lead blockers for the running back as he just gets out in the flats and then cuts it back up the sideline. Cameron Rape almost getting there, but just a little bit late getting there.
Ball's at the 42-yard line now of the Mustangs. 43 seconds. There's another give to the receiver screen and running across midfield and finally knocked down at the 35-yard line. Damian Mitchell and the Mustangs are now moving this ball. They're moving this ball, and it's 33 seconds now remaining before the half. Ball's at the 35-yard line. No huddle offense. Pistol look. There is a play action again. We're going up top, and that ball is complete.
Oh, my goodness.
Bouncing off receivers, trying to go for the big hit, and ends up getting down into the inside the 5-yard line.
That's just a straight slant pass route right there. Quarterback throws the ball right on the money, and defensively we just go up there and do a little belly bump, thinking that's going to take somebody down. A little disheartening to see.
Yes, sir. And don't forget, Mustangs get the ball back at the opening half of the second half. There's a timeout taken on the field right now. 20 seconds remaining in the first half of play. The Mustangs on top by the score of 28-17. And we've seen some of everything in this first half alone, Randy.
It does make it exciting, doesn't it? Even though it's not the Waller Bulldogs.
It does make it exciting.
Makes it for interesting football.
It makes you frustrated.
It does make you frustrated.
It lets you know just what you have in you. Just what you have in you. And Mama said there'll be days like this.
Absolutely. And she wasn't playing.
She wasn't playing. She was not playing.
She knew what she was talking about.
She knew what she was talking about, just like they always do. As my daddy used to tell me, keep waking up, son, and you'll appreciate me. See, I might not be around to hear you say, Dad, you were right, but you'll know I was right.
You'll know.
Well, they're coming out of timeout now. First and goal. The ball is at the 3-yard line. 20 seconds remaining on the clock. Mustangs do have one timeout remaining. This drive started at the Mustangs' 7-yard line. Lined up now in the power eye look. There's the give to Thomas running to the left side.
Touchdown.
And that's a 3-yard touchdown run for the Mustangs.
This is the part I was talking about early on, is how are we going to respond to adversity. Mustangs just lining up and coming right at them right there, Mike. They do a little diamond power formation in the backfield and set the running back about 7 yards back and just say, all right, here we go.
The point after is up, and it is good. And with 16 seconds remaining, Mustangs up 35-17. And here's another thing. I wouldn't be surprised if they did another onside kick.
It surprised me at all. The way they're throwing the ball, The only incomplete passes they've had so far has been one that's been overthrown.
That's right. That's right.
Anything relatively close to them, they're pulling it down.
They're pulling it down, pulling out all the tricks of the trade as they are getting hyped up with a 1990s hip-hop song, as that is Tribe Called Quest. I don't know if you know anything about that,
Hey,
Randy. That was
got me on this one.
That was back in my days at Prairie View. And speaking of Prairie View, they're playing their final home game tomorrow against Alcorn State
Actually,
Braves.
we're going to play that one
Yes, sir. And
Sunday afternoon.
Yes, sir. Then we have a Sunday afternoon, the light soccer. Yeah, you hear Randy getting cranked up as the Lady Panthers will take on the Lady Tigers of Jackson State. 1 p.m. is the kickoff time for that Sunday match. We get ready here. 16 seconds. Mustangs lined up, going from left to right. Bulldogs going from our right to left. The kick is up high. Deep kick, retrieved at the 8-yard line. Going, got the blockers going, looking for defenders to get through, weaving through defenders back to the tiers, still on his feet, and getting across, cutting across the 50. Good, got one man to beat to the outside, shaking and down, and the clock stops at 2 seconds. What a kickoff return.
Should be a flag right there.
Yeah. That was Blacksher.
Wagner with a great return, and he got the ball inside the 10, went up the far sideline, which would be the Bulldog sideline, and then cut it all the way back across the field as he gets all the way to the 42-yard line of the Bulldogs. Defensively, already for the Mustangs, they've got a safety already back at the 5-yard line and a line of secondary defenders all the way back to the 15. So it's going to be very interesting to see. They're going to have anything short. They're going to let them throw anything short here.
3 defensive linemen for the Mustangs. Mustangs call a timeout. They have an umbrella-like defensive deal here to keep everything in.
That's very interesting.
Why not run it?
Actually outnumber them.
Why not run it?
On the far side where they had the 3 receivers, they were given a 15-yard cushion plus.
Yes, sir. Why not run it?
Why not run it?
Why not run it?
I'm thinking flea flicker all the way down the field.
Well, you got Eric Wright or Tyron Taylor. Just let them run side by side. If you come at me, commit to me, do an old option play.
Yep.
That's just whistle. It's a high percentage play.
That's right.
You don't want to get any type of turnover at this point to give up any type of momentum. You're already down. It's 35-17.
18.
And 2 seconds remaining here in the half. We'll see what happens here. As a matter of fact, we were looking here earlier. It's a good turnout by the Bulldog faithful as well as the Mustangs.
They are definitely – Bulldogs call another timeout. They come out of a timeout, and they have problems getting lined up properly. I guess it's because they're trying to figure out what the Mustangs are going to do. But they're having 2 receivers split on the far side of the field, and they've got 1 defender that's lined up, what would you say, 15, 20 yards away?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I mean, I would throw it out wide.
Now
run the option.
I was more of a defensive guy when I love defense, and I just believe that defense is boring, but it does win championships.
Sure does.
The prevent is not my favorite defense.
No.
It's not my favorite defense. But when you got you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 defensive backs. That's not even a dime. That's an 11.
Yeah.
As the snap, there's a gear to Eric Wright. He's running straight up the middle. Full convoy. He bounces off, and he finally gets down at the 11-yard line. And
a lot of extra pushing going on. That's not a bad call by the Bulldogs. The chances either way of them scoring, either on a pass or by the run, highly unlikely. So just a good overall job there by the Bulldogs, and a good decision there just to keep it safe with 2 seconds. Like you say, you don't want to do anything crazy. There is so much hype here, and I just hope that level heads on the Bulldog side for this comes into play right here, because there's so much hype that Mag West is creating.
You can say that again, my friend.
By different things. The coaching staff right in the middle of it. The score at the half at 35-17, the Mag West over the Bulldogs. But man, I tell you what, I'm not discouraged at all.
No, sir.
And I can't wait for the second half to get going because there's going to be a lot of things going on here. It's going to make things real interesting.
In fact, I'm very, very motivated, my friend, and full of anticipation on how this thing is going to unfold, because one thing that I'm a big component of, at the end of the day, you got to do X's and O's.
Yeah.
You know, and all this trickery and deception, you know, that lets me know that you are lacking something in the heart department. So, am I allowed to say that?
Yes, you are.
Okay. I just want to make sure. I didn't want nobody to misinterpret anything that I'm saying here. But what we're going to do as we get ready for this halftime break here, we're going to take us a break. We'll be back with some more scores from going on throughout the area and what's going on throughout the district here as the Bulldogs try to make the adjustment. This is Mike Prince and Randy Allen. Halftime here at Magnolia West Mustang Stadium as the Bulldogs were trailing by the score of 35-17. You try to hold on and keep us right where we got you, and we are going to be right back as soon as we can. Keep it locked where you got it. We'll be right back.
You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the voice of Waller County Athletics. We're taking a break from our live coverage right now, but we'll return shortly. Follow us on Twitter at OBN_radio. Like our Facebook page at Open Mic Broadcast Network. Serving the community through faith and athletics, the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Don't forget, you're a phone call away from listening to Waller County Sports live from anywhere throughout the country on your cell phone or your landline. That number is 724-444-7444. To listen to the Royal Falcons, the code will be 134280. For the Waller Bulldogs and the Prairie View A&M University Panthers, that code would be 46493. For the Hempstead Bobcats, that code would be 135036. Remember, that number is 724-444-7444. Or you can always visit our website at ktorradio.com and listen online. One county, one voice, the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We'd like to thank our sponsors and supporters for tonight's broadcast: the City of Prairie View, 4B Economic Group, the Temple of Refuge Ministries, the Waller Bulldog Club, San Bernard Electric Cooperative, the Learning Tree Daycare Center, Larry's Automotive, Galileo's Mexican Grill. You would like to be a sponsor or supporter, simply call us at 832-213-8824. Serving the community through faith and athletics, the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Another proud supporter for the Waller Bulldogs is Green Lawn Care Service, providing commercial and residential lawn maintenance for quality, service, and value. Contact Green Lawn Care Service at 979-277-2145. Has your vehicle been giving you the blues? Contact our good friends at Larry's Automotive at 30540 FM 1488 in the Field Store area. Now 936-931-5566. Showing support for Waller County student athletes and helping educate today's children, the Learning Tree Child Care Center, located at 837 12th Street, Hempstead, Texas. Contact the owner, Carla Perry, at 979-826-4703. Another proud supporter for Waller Bulldog Athletics is San Bernard Electric Cooperative. From Hallettsville to Magnolia, from Patterson to Ellinger, and all communities in between, San Bernard Electric Cooperative has been providing safe and reliable electricity to this area for nearly 75 years. San Bernard wishes all the area athletes and their coaches a very successful season. For more information on San Bernard Electric Cooperative, please visit their website at www.sbec.org. Another proud supporter for Waller County Athletics is the Varsity Grill, located at 31315 FM 2920 in Waller, Texas. The Varsity Grill has a variety of foods to choose from: Italian cuisine, Texas traditional, poor boys, burgers, seafood, and fried plate platters. For more information, why don't you give Diana and Teresa a call at 936-372-9115. The Varsity Grill, serving Waller County. Don't forget, you can listen to the Sports Report Mondays and Fridays right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. All the latest and the greatest going on throughout Waller County, the Sports Report is your place. The Sports Report right here on the Open Mic Broadcast Network, serving the community through faith and athletics.
We are at halftime here at Magnolia ISD Stadium. Mike Prince and Randy Allen, the Magnolia West Mustangs, currently hold a 35-17 lead over the Bulldogs, but there's still another half of ball to be played, and we'll talk about that momentarily. But we've now been blessed with the good fortunes of having one of my co-laborers, if you allow me to say it like that, and super volunteer, band aficionado.
Oh, man, keep going. The headset's not going to fit.
Mr. Gary Buchanan, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing good, Mr.
All
Prince.
right.
How are you doing, sir?
Well, look, we're excited. A huge day tomorrow. Not a big day, but a huge day. I tried to take a nap for tomorrow, but tell us about what's on the horizons in the morning.
Well, I tell you what, tomorrow we host the first ever Waller Marching Music Festival in our home football field, Bulldog Stadium. And we are very excited. We got 17 bands from all over the state of Texas, everything from 6A to 5A bands. And we're going to host a contest with a prelim and a finals. And just really excited. We got the former state champion, Dripping Springs, coming. We obviously the Bulldog band will get to perform as well, so we're very, very excited.
They get to perform, but they cannot take the prize.
Yeah, it's kind of not very good ethics to take the first place trophy. So we're going to sit this one out. So, but we're definitely going to show them what we got.
Going to show them what you got. There will be a little expedition.
Yeah.
Or exhibition, I should say, not an expedition. They're not going on a trip.
Yeah.
They're actually going. Now, you got some pretty, this is a big deal. You got a lot of people coming around. Give us a guess of who's coming tomorrow.
Yeah, we've got Alvin will be there. Dripping Springs will be there. The most of the bands that we compete with at UIL, it's a non-UIL year for us, so it's a great open slot. We've got a 6A band that unfortunately they didn't do very well at their at their regional, and so they're not headed to the next step. So they had an open spot in their schedule. So we're going to see a nice 300 person band perform on our stage.
Man, that's a lot of kids in one place.
Unreal. You talk about a big sound. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. So the Waller community has came out and volunteered. We've got just like yourself, a bunch of good citizens jumping in there and helping us out.
I don't know. I'll depend on who you ask. You on me, man. I don't know.
Well, it'll be good.
Routine. But it's going to be a big day, an action-packed day. But more importantly, you get to highlight the student, and I'm calling them athletes because the time that they have to put in, the effort, the energy that they put in, the money that the parents have to invest. It's going to be a great time. I'm honored to be the first PA guy for this first annual event.
You are our announcer extraordinaire. So.
Look, now my hat's going to get called for me. So with that, now there's going to be concessions going to be open. So it's going to be a big family.
Yeah, it is. Please come out. It's like I said, it'll be in our stadium. The first band plays at 11 o'clock, and then it runs through, and then we'll shut down prelims at around 4:30. I think is when the last band performs. We'll clear out the stadium and get ready for finals. The top 10 bands will advance to finals. We don't know who that is.
You don't know? Are you sure?
Yeah, we're pretty. We've got our guesses, but we're going to wait until tomorrow. Everybody's going to bring their A game.
Bring your A game or stay at home. Right?
Yeah, and so it'll be it's a great family event. It's $10 for each session, prelims or finals, or $15 for the whole day.
Are they going to charge me $15?
I think we may know somebody, so we may be able to get.
No, I'm going to go James Foxworth, don't you? I can write you a check.
Yeah, I think the check will be going the other way tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, look, man, this is really an exciting time to be a Waller Bulldog.
Oh, my gosh.
The success that the football team is success. Let me get your assessments on what you've been recognizing on tonight.
I think the defense on the Bulldogs seems a little flat. The Magnolia West has definitely got the trick plays going with the onside kicks and all that other stuff. You can see what happens when they kick it long ball. We run it back to 60 yards.
Well, that goes with what Randy was saying. They said he don't really believe they feel like they can stop the Bulldogs, so they might as well take their chances on the onside kick.
Yeah.
You never know what happens. But back in my day, we call that cheese.
Well, I tell you what, it's this Bulldog team I'm just so proud of. Just every sport within our district, and just so proud of the kids and so proud of the staff, and don't even feel excited about being down 35-17 at all.
No.
It's like, we got another half of football here.
If there's nothing that we learned that the Bulldogs are a second half team, and we'll see that as they come out. My prediction, I don't think he would, but my prediction would be that Brad Wright starts off with an onside kick to start the second half off.
I tell you what, I really like him. He's one of those, let's throw the football pads on and play football.
Let's strap it up.
All this other stuff is just kind of
it's rubbish.
Distraction.
It's rubbish. It's rubbish. I have Gary Buchanan, Vice President of the Waller ISD School Board. He is going to be leading the charge in the morning, man, and 9 a.m. is when you call for us to be there.
Yeah, I gotta. You gotta tell everybody 9 a.m. so they're there by 10.
Okay.
So, but no, 9 a.m. Don't.
I just saw 30 more minutes. Man.
No. We just got to get prepared. We estimate there'll probably be about. We know there'll be 4,000 kids. As you said, student athletes. With band instruments in their hands. There'll be 4,000 of those in our stadium tomorrow, plus all the parents. And if you've been around band, you know that we drag quite an entourage.
You drag an entourage, and you all are some fierce critters, too. I want to let you know. You think competition on an athletic field is something. You all, man, give me my point. I said,
Yeah, what do you mean we were late getting off the field? Yeah, no, none of that stuff.
Gary Buchanan, thank you so much, sir. We'll see, I might just camp out up at the stadium tonight.
We'll hook you up. I bet we could drag up a sleeping bag someplace.
I don't even need a sleeping bag, man. I'll just stretch out in the back of the truck and let it go. As long as I got something I can prop my head up, we'll be all right. I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you so much. It's about 3 minutes and 50 seconds before we're back to start the second half. What we're going to do now is go ahead and try to give you some scoring from around the district and the area as we get ready for the second half. Gary, thank you so much, sir.
Thank you,
Michael. We'll be seeing you bright and early in the morning. Mr.
Bright and early.
Buchanan with the Waller Band and Waller ISD School Board. Meanwhile, we're going to give you some scoring as we get ready for the second half of play. At halftime, surprise, surprise, Navasota is on top of her by the score of 56-0. 58-0. Magnolia is on top of Springwoods. They're going into the third quarter play there, up by the score of 35-10. Brenham is all over Tomball, 42-0. And you have Wharton shattering Royal right now by the score of 42-0. Columbus and Stafford. Columbus is on top 14-3. That's in the second quarter. Centennial 17, Granbury 14 in the second quarter. Hempstead 7, Palacios 0 at halftime at Bobcat Stadium. It is homecoming for the Bobcats. Little surprise at that score.
Yeah, they may not be all the way in that ball game.
Burleson is not have an answer for Aledo. They're losing 38-0 at halftime. Rice and Hitchcock, that's a game that the Bobcats are watching. They're tied at 14-14 with 1:47 to go into halftime. You have Bartlett Schools are trailing Burton by the score of 18-0 at half. And Belleville is all over Sweeney, 24-0 at the half. Some games to be played on Saturday. Sealy will be at Sterling, and Tomball Memorial will be at Stratford. So those are two Saturday games as the Prairie View A&M University Panthers will strap up for the final time at Blackshear Stadium. They'll take on the Alcorn State Braves, who are the number 1 seed out of the Eastern Division. Panthers winners of 3 games in a row. And after 66 years, they'll turn off the lights for the final time at Blackshear Stadium. But don't stop right there, because Sunday afternoon at 1 p.m., Randy Allen and Mike Prince will be at Prairie View A&M University campus, where the Lady Panthers will be hosting the Lady Tigers of Jackson State for the Southwestern Athletic Conference play of the female version of football. Then, Randy, we might as well let the cat out of the bag. We're working on some big things here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network, where we're going to be possibly giving you the semifinals and the final tournament for soccer at the Southwestern Athletic Conference all the way in Alabama. What you think about that, man?
That sounds like fun to me, Mike. I'm ready for a road trip.
You ready for a road
like
trip?
A good time.
That sounds like a very good time, my friend.
Get over there in Huntsville, Alabama.
Pack the bologna, cheese, and peanut butter, and let's go.
Here we come.
Well, Randy, it's been a very interesting first half. What are your assessments and what the Bulldogs are going to have to do to come out here?
Well, they're going to have to just kind of like what we talked before at halftime. They're just going to have to come out with a level head. They've got to make some adjustments defensively, and they're going to have to stop the offense of the Mustangs for one. It's obvious, of course. They're just going to have to keep doing the things they're doing offensively. I don't think, except for the one punt, they were turned down due to a penalty that slowed them down, that caused them to get the field goal. But offensively, I think, it's just come on back and do the same old thing for them. The big deal is how are they going to come out defensively, and are they going to be able to stop the Mustangs? They're going to have 3 stops.
Yes, sir. 3. Well, actually, you want 4 if 3 to get back in it, and then 4 to take the lead.
Right. Well, 3. They can do it with 3. They come out. They've scored 21.
They could.
21.
But we got to stop them, as you say. But we got to counter off the stops.
Yes, absolutely.
So you thought that we were about to get this second half on the way, but the Magnolia West band is still out on the field. As now I guess they're just waiting for the return of the Mustangs. As you can hear,
it really turned this into a big production.
It is a very big production, and you got to give Magnolia Mustangs credit. They have been doing a production-like performance. I'm not too particular on how they've gotten it done, but by any means necessary, the show must go on, right?
Absolutely, yeah. That's right. I mean, we did talk about before, trickery is only going to last so long, but
that's right.
Right. I guess if you can ride the wave till it dies down.
Well, the Mustangs, they're waiting, and they are perfectionists at hype as they come out. As you can hear the Mustang faithful.
Yeah, they're using up a lot of their energy and all of this excitement right here. So,
well, we'll see how it starts off here in the second half. Want to remind you that tonight's game is being made possible by some very generous people throughout the community. And if you allow me to fumble through here just a second, I can get that. Randy is off into his dance as he hears the bands. They got the same fight song, almost seem like, as they get ready here. Tonight's broadcast has been made possible by Mr. Lee Van Richardson, attorney at law in Hempstead, Texas. Also like to thank the Learning Tree Daycare Center in Hempstead, Texas. We have Larry's Automotive and Field Store area. We have Mr. James Litke out of Brenham. And who else we have there, Mr. Randy, to carry us
We have Armor Industries. They're on business 290 at the intersection of 290 and 362. We also have Galileo's Mexican Grill in Patterson. We also have Varsity Grill.
Yes, sir.
In Waller, Texas.
How could we forget the Varsity Grill?
FM 2920. We have San Bernard Electric Cooperative, the Field Store area. Also have the Hempstead Theater.
Yes, sir, the Hempstead Theater. My wife and I went there a couple of weeks ago to go watch the Equalizer with Denzel Washington, man. Very good. Yeah, it was lovely. The movie was great. Denzel's a bad guy, man.
He is a bad dude.
He's a bad dude, man, and he was whooping folks and taking guns and everything else. So very entertaining.
After the renovation of the theater.
Yes, sir. Renovation of the theater, nice stereo sound, nice plush seats, and the prices you cannot beat. You cannot beat. We are very thankful for each and every one of you who have come to make this a community event. And I cannot go any further without saying thank you to Mr. Randy Allen for your help in making these productions what they've been, man. You've been right off the bat, been a very valuable asset, and we thank you for it. As we get ready for this kickoff here to start, the second half, start at the 18-yard line and making defenders miss. The Mustangs on the kickoff return and running down out of bounds finally inside the 25-yard line. And that's not a way you want to start off this first half.
Good,
second
strong
half.
return there. If he just takes that right up the middle, gets some good blocking, goes up the Waller sideline there for a big gain. The ball's going to be spotted at about the 30-yard line of the Bulldogs. Or it's the Mustangs, isn't it?
Yes, the Mustangs. Well, it is the Bulldogs' possession, field possession after the big return by Thomas. So the ball is at the 30-yard line. We are just getting back in the swing of things. Another jump offside. The ball is fumbled off the snap, rolling to the left side and finally pushed out around. It's free. And that was a free play, but the Mustangs were not able to take advantage of that one.
You know, not sure that's exactly what the – oh, it is. So not a strong way to start out the second half here. So
Definitely
have a
not.
big return and then a little jittery.
So it's first down and 5. There is a give to Thomas running to the right side. Finally wrapped up across the 25-yard line.
Going to get down to the 23-yard line as they do a little hand sweep right there to the right as he goes over the right side of the offensive line. Host of Bulldog defenders in there.
Second down and 2 now. As Foray now changing out, goes to a double pistol look. Mustangs going from left to right in all maroon. There's a give to Thomas to the right side. He slides through down inside the 20 for a Mustang first down.
Able to get the first down as the chain crew already has it moving. And the Bulldogs get ready to come, the Mustangs get ready to come back to the line of scrimmage. This set of downs right here is going to be a big determinant in the game right here, Mike.
Yes, sir. As the drum corps is thumping away, there's another give to Thomas running up the middle, inside close to the 10-yard line. He picks up another strong gain.
And another good 7-8 yard pickup for the Mustangs. It doesn't appear that the defense has an answer for the offense so far.
As they change out personnel to the Mustangs, what do you think the success for the Mustangs are right now? Because it doesn't seem like they're doing anything too fancy other than the onside kick.
They're just coming right at them.
Power look now. There's a give to Thomas going to the left side, spinning off defenders, holding on to the ball with two hands. Gets enough for another Mustang first down.
Ball inside the 5 yard line down to the 4 as the Mustangs are right back on the line of scrimmage.
No huddle offense yet again. Thomas gets the call, and Mustang is touchdown from 5 yards out.
And the giddy is fixing to get giddier. There's going to be a little more extracurricular activity at the sound of the whistle. But, you can't argue with coming right out in the second half and sticking it right down them. They're just lining up and going right at them, Mike.
Yes, sir. They just beating them off the ball. And the PAT is good. So with 9:58, Mustangs do what you just need them to do, and take the opening drive and drive it downfield for 30 yards after the big run.
Big return.
And take it in right down the throat of the Bulldogs. 42-17 is the score now.
Yeah, went right at them. They didn't, nothing real funky or unnecessary there. I mean, it was just, here we go. We're going to line up. Come, who's going to stop us?
Now, one thing again, I know it seems crazy, but I'd be looking out for the onside kick again against this team.
I guarantee you I would, because I'm 75% sure that's what they're going to do here.
Yes, sir. You see the coach is kind of directing the guys to get jumping up and animated, and now he's getting into it with them.
He may have been a cheerleader in high school. He's got some pretty good moves.
Yes, sir. For a big guy, too.
Yeah.
So the Mustangs will line up to what appears to be a kick. We'll see what happens. Wagner back deep for the Bulldogs at the 5 yard line.
This is going to be interesting.
And there is a high short kick, and it will go out of bounds.
So they did decide to kick it deep. They did kick it out of bounds. Ball will go out to the 35 yard line. So that may be the first mistake that Magnolia West has made all night.
Well, they got a nice cushion where they can afford to make a mistake like that right now. What's going to be a very big factor is not only if the Bulldogs can score, but how much time it takes them to score.
And if they do it like they did in the first half with 3 plays and long runs.
Yes, sir.
May not be an issue.
So the Bulldogs coming out now, going from our right to left. Pistol formation. Taylor takes it, keeps it himself off the read, and gets up across to the 36 yard line for a nice 6 yard gain.
Good, solid run right there by the Bulldogs, coming out and doing exactly what you want them to do. It's very crucial they come out here and score right here.
Yes, sir. And I would like to see it as quick as possible, to get things going. Just second down and about 4 for the Bulldogs. Tyron has 2 receivers to his right side. Takes it off the read, keeps it himself, going to the left side, bouncing off a defender, gets up to the 39 yard line, and close to another first down, as it looks like Malik Banks got into a little tussle with one of the defensive backs before
receivers are getting after that.
They've been doing that little thing all night tonight.
They sure are. That particular play was a good read by Tyron there. He faked the ball to Eric and kept it. Brings us up 3rd and 1.
3rd down and 1. 2 receivers to the right side for Taylor. He takes it, gives it to right. Right running, spins off a defender. Oh, I'm sorry, Taylor keeps it. Going off and fake me out.
That was a great play,
man. Gets up to the 49 yard line.
Tyron handed it there and then just kept the ball and just stood there for almost a second or so just to kind of see what was going to happen there. And it opened up very nice for him, the slow boogie getting in there and getting in a little rhythm. moving the chains, which that's what we need to be doing at this particular point.
So the Bulldogs will now come. The ball is right at the 50-yard line, you might as well say. Spread look now for the Bulldogs. There's play action, rolling to the right, throwing, got the receiver open, down across to the 43-yard line.
Wesley Campbell on a little drag route as they run a play action and then sprint to the right there. Tyron throwing the ball right on the money to Wes Campbell as he catches the ball and picks up about 7 yards on the play. Tyron down on one knee, maybe tying his shoe.
Yes, sir. He was tying his shoe. Don't scare me like that, man.
Well, I couldn't tell if he was tying his shoe or trying to catch his breath, exactly what was going on. It kind of worried me, too.
7:55 now. Pistol formation for the Bulldogs. Ball's at the 43-yard line of Magnolia West. Eric Wright on the gear, running straight up the middle across the yard markers for a first down. And finally down, they're going to say about the 37, 38-yard line.
He will have the first down there as they move the chains again. The ball, like he says, at the 37, 38-yard line right in the middle of the field. Tyron doing a good job of reading the zone read there as he gives that ball to Eric.
Now, here's what I'm looking at, Coach. Like I said, it depends on how we do on this drive here. Uh-oh. And there's
Tyron taking the ball to Eric as he's able to get to the left edge.
So,
gain tackles by 2 or 3, but not before he's able to pick up about 5, maybe 6 yards on the play. And the Bulldogs going to a little hurry up there, Mike.
Yes, sir. The Bulldogs doing a no-huddle offense.
They come right back to the taking the ball to Eric Wright, waiting for the play to develop as he gets up the field. It looks like Eric is going to have enough for the first down this play, although they're not getting a favorable spot. It looked like he had made it all the way down to the 26, but they're
it looked like they didn't get a favorable spot on that one.
To the 28-yard line.
And there's a face mask call against Magnolia West, so that helps the Bulldogs out.
That's going to help tremendously.
We do apologize. We had a brief disruption in the broadcast. We'll explain that as we go on. Bulldogs now trying to get things going. 6:31 on the clock in the third quarter. This is the Bulldogs' first possession here in the second half. Ball is at the 15-yard line. Taylor takes it, keeps it, gets a good block, cuts to the right, touchdown Bulldogs.
Right up the middle. That's just a little quarterback lead right there. They used Eric Wright on that particular play as the lead blocker right up the middle, and Eric made a good block as Tyron's able to cut to his right and just get right in the middle of the field, basically untouched into the end zone. Bazan on for the point after. Daniel Nieto, the holder. Everybody set. Snap is back. The kick is drilled right down the middle as Bazan completes the scoring. The Bulldogs answer with a drive of their own.
Bulldogs did quite well. They traveled 70 yards in 9 plays. And, Coach, they took a little bit under 3 minutes to get that done. So now the Bulldogs, as we stated, they got to stop these guys now. Magnolia West is playing with no fear and all the confidence. They poured out all the tricks and the stops to get this lead. So now all they got to do is try to maintain this lead. So the Bulldogs are going to have to start digging into the bag of tricks themselves to try to get back into this.
Well, if they can get a stop defensively and just work it back, I think right now what you come back and do is you go ahead and kick the ball, get some good coverage, and let that defense come out and try to get a stop, and then come back offensively. If they can get a stop and you score, now you work yourself back into it. Maybe in the fourth quarter when it gets more desperate, then maybe you try an onside kick. I know it'd be more expected at that time, but I don't think you really want to give that short of a field to the Mustangs at this point.
So the Bulldogs are up. There's another high short kick to the far side. It is retrieved at the 19-yard line and getting up to about the 33, 34-yard line is Thomas.
A lot better coverage by the Bulldogs on that right there. Another good kick by Bazan as he gets the ball high and deep and gives them time to get down, the cover team down to cover the kick, but still able to get the ball out to about the 34-yard line. So let's see how the defense comes out and settles this particular possession.
So the ball is at the 34-yard line on the far hash mark. The Mustangs going from left to right, all maroon uniforms. The Bulldogs in the maroon pants with the white helmets and tops to match. There's a give to Thomas to the left side. He meets a wall of Bulldogs, and you can hear the Bulldog faithful getting animated right now as they get a good stop.
Tim Cone trying to get them fired up right there. Defensively, a great push by the defensive front right there as they're able just to stuff that for about a 2-yard loss. So as the Mustangs come back to the line of scrimmage, they're real quick to get back on the line and to make the defense get ready, and then they stop and get the signal from the sideline to get the play. Quarterback's in shotgun formation. And a
good stop by the Bulldogs. That's that stop you was talking about. They got to do it one more time.
That's right. Another loss of about 2 yards, 29. The ball's back all the way to the 30-yard line, so they're going to have 3rd and 14. Now, they don't mind going forward on 4th and 11. They're definitely not going to be afraid of anything right now.
And they got a lead?
They got a lead, and they've got basically 2 downs if you want to play it that way.
So it's a real soft coverage now by the defense for the Bulldogs. There's a give to Thomas going to the left side.
Good hustle play right there by Tim Cone again as he came from the back side of that play. And a good enough stop for the defense to keep that kind of bottled up till Tim Cone comes from behind to catch that. And it's 4th down and 12, and they've got their offensive unit on the field as they get in place from the sideline. Play clock down to 15 seconds now, but now they send the punting unit on.
I would just take my chances and just
they're
not punt it.
Taking any chances, keeping their defense on the field, which is a very smart play.
And they do kick it, and it is a fairly good kick. The ball bounces at the 32 and takes somewhat of a Mustang bounce out to the 29-yard line.
So the first punt for the Mustangs in the game, not a bad punt, not a great one. The Bulldogs will take over at their 29-yard line. And I think if you're Coach Wright and if you go down and score right here, you've done exactly what you needed to do.
Yes, sir. That's that one. That's that one of the 3 that you were talking about we needed.
You keep your defense fired up. If they come out and play like that again, there's no reason in the world why to panic and why to do the onside kick and take that chance. So, if as long as the offense can pull this off right here, I like our chances.
So the Bulldogs come back out. There's a snap. There's a give to Eric Wright. Make a defender's miss. Man, this guy is running.
Very elusive. He's got kind of a little, what's that little stop hop you have in basketball, that little jump stop type move where he does that little jump stop move and picks up 8 yards on that carry.
No huddle offense for the Bulldogs. Tyron takes it, rolls to his right, stops. He's going up top, going for the big play, and not able to get to it. Good defensive coverage that time by Mustangs.
Real good coverage. Looks like Nieto, we're trying to get him on the out and up on that play, but Tyron really threw that ball. As Nieto was between the numbers and the sideline, and the ball was thrown well inside the numbers from Tyron, so he may have been just trying to throw that away.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, it's going to be this 4-down territory if you
absolutely
right.
Second and short. So I mean that was a good. There's nothing wrong with that play there.
So there's going to be a keeper by Taylor, and he was trying to weave in and out, trying to find which way he wanted to go, and he gets stopped.
Yeah, it doesn't look quite as aggressive as what he usually is. As we got 4th and a little more than 1 probably, the Bulldogs are lining up as if they're going for it.
And here go the Bulldogs. There's going to be a keeper by Taylor. Running to the middle. Gets to the secondary. Running away from defenders. Down to the 20-yard line. Trying to swat the ball away. He's finally out at the 14-yard line. And what a big run by Tyron Taylor.
Tyron Taylor taking that right up the middle. Eric Wright back at the 45-yard line, hobbling off the field. Kind of hate to see him go down right there, but Tyron Taylor taking that 4th and 1 right through the middle, getting a good block by his right guard and right tackle, and breaking that all the way inside the 15-yard line.
So Taylor gives on the keeper, spinning around, and boy, Coach Wright asking a lot out of his quarterback then after he reversed for 42 yards and kept it on the keeper. And a little pushing and shoving going on right now.
A lot of extra activity going on as helmets are flying off of people, and so they have to go out for a play. It's when their helmet comes off. That was Wes Campbell losing his helmet there. Very interesting. I'd like to see that on the play. Mike, if we can cut this one right here and get to 31, only 11 going into the 4th quarter, this could make for an exciting football night.
So there's a gill. This time it's going to be, was that Cadu?
That's Cadu. Cadu is in there for Eric Wright right now. I'm not real sure why Derek wouldn't be in there.
Well, it's not long enough for Derek. You know, Derek likes to run 80 yards.
He does.
That's too short for him right now, man.
But nothing wrong with Cadu in there.
So that was a nice game for Cadu.
Good 7.5-yard pickup.
So here come the Bulldogs again. Another gill to Cadu. Cadu runs in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Great job up front by that offensive line.
Yes, sir.
Jacob Cadu just following his blockers right there and has room to run, going right up the middle. Big guys are really doing a good job up front. Bazan on for the extra point. It's going to be interesting to see exactly what the ailment is with Eric Wright as he's sitting on one of the benches on the sideline as Doc Aguilar is tending to him.
The kick is up, and it is good. And guess what, my friend? We got ourselves a ball game.
31-42 with 2 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. This is every bit of the football game we expected or anticipated it might be.
42-41.
31.
I said 31. I wish it was 41.
2-minute warning for the 3rd quarter.
Yes, sir.
Amongst us here.
Yes, sir. No doubt about it.
Special teams for the Bulldogs getting ready as Bazan's trotting onto the field with his tee, getting ready to tee it up. The kickoff team gets their last second instructions from Coach DeVue. Bulldogs. What I would like to see after you see this kick so many times is I'd like to see Bazan drill it.
Right over on the opposite side?
Right on the near side.
Because they're kind of cheating to the far side to anticipate that high, short kick
they are
he's been doing all night. And he's a soccer player, man. What would you call that, an angle kick?
Yeah, and he can make that kick real easy. It wouldn't be that difficult, but not going to happen.
The kick is up. Another high, short kick. Backing up and received at the 25-yard line and weaving through the field. They got to wrap up. They've got to wrap up.
A good high kick by Bazan, received about the 25-yard line, but, I mean, that ball didn't seem like it hung up there forever. Decent coverage by the Bulldogs as the Mustangs are able to get the ball out to about the 31-yard line, so the Bulldogs defense comes onto the field. This is going to be very exciting right here to see.
This right here will be the series, I believe, that will determine the fate. We're going to buckle down.
It out there, aren't you?
Yes, sir. As there's a Gill to Thomas running straight up the middle, make a defender miss, and finally tackled at the 50-yard line.
Big gainer as they get about 20 yards on the carry. Good play defensively. It looked like DeAndre Blackshear coming in there, and the running back was kind of dragging a defender, and DeAndre came in and kind of delivered a nice little blow there to that young man. Naturally, we don't want to see any kids get hurt.
Exactly.
So we do wish the best for this young man, but it looks like he's but the wind has been taken out of his sail a little bit.
At least momentarily.
A few cobwebs in that noggin.
You remember the old Bugs Bunny? Come on, which way did he go, George? Which way did he go? I'm telling my age, aren't I?
I don't know. Bugs Bunny was on for a long time, though.
Hey, look here. He said, how many lumps do you want? He said, about 3 or 4. And he hit him across the head. Boom, 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 boom. Pete the Puma. That's who that was. Back to action. I digress. We get ready to go. The players off the field. A snap. And there's a give to Thomas running back and held up. The players stopped. Boy, you can feel the energy and you can feel a little bit of momentum trying to get swung by the Bulldogs.
Hopefully so. They didn't quite come out as aggressive on this possession as they did on that last possession, but they only got about a 2.5, maybe a 3-yard gain on that as we come to second and a long 7.
1 minute and 15 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Bulldogs trailing 42-31. There's another give to Thomas, and, man, just when you think you got him, he gets out for another 7-yard gain.
He is tough to tackle. Bradley Zika hit him first and kind of almost spun out of it. So only thing that really scares me is this offense is a real good play-action team. This quarterback does a really good job of hiding the ball on play action.
And that big guy, Scott Parliamenter, the big quarterback tight end, number 10, has been wide open every time he's thrown it to him. There's another give to Thomas as he just takes Bulldogs down to the 35-yard line for another first down.
Another first down for the Mustangs. They're moving the trains, like you said, down to the 35, right in the middle of the field. Defense needs to tighten up right here.
So the Mustangs going with no huddle, 26 seconds here in the third quarter. And there's Thomas running again away from defenders, finally wrapped up down to the 9-yard line. And the Bulldogs just don't seem to have any answers right now.
No, they don't this possession, that's for sure. I'd hate to say that they spent all of their energy on that last possession, being it's coming to the end of the third quarter.
As there's a give to Thomas running to the right side, and he will get down.
He's going to score pretty easily. Just when you get a stop and a comeback score, well, they take it right at them, Mike, because they're just manning up right there. I'm not exactly sure what happened defensively, if they changed any calls or not sure what happened, but they just didn't do anything. The extra point team for the Mustangs is on the field. Snap is back. Kick is up and good. For the Mustangs, they go up 49-31 with 3 seconds left. The end of the third quarter.
Everything it seemed to be a setup by the Mustangs from the beginning of this game. All the onside kicks, try to get your lead, and then just make a sprinter's run for it toward the end, and that's what it seemed like to be going right now.
Playing that funky music. That's not funky music, White Boy, is it?
No, sir. That's a Tribe Called Quest.
Tribe Called Quest.
But as a matter of fact, we used to play that one back in my playing day to get you cranked up. I mean, you got a guy on crutches jumping around.
He's really hurt, isn't he?
Yes, sir.
Right now, Mike, it wouldn't surprise me if they tried another onside kick.
No, you can't underestimate it right now, because just when they go against the logics of the game, they've proven that for the last 4 years. Kick now being lined up, and there's another onside kick. Another
good
onside
job by
kick.
Cadu. That's not Cadu, but
that's almost ridiculous, though, man.
Hey, I like the field position it leaves us with. That's Rudy Mueller on the hands team, on the kick return team, as he's able to get the ball, and he was hit immediately afterward. The crowd kind of getting a little excited with the good hit there. So as the offense trots onto the field, Tyron Taylor back onto the field, but I don't see Eric Wright, so it looks like it is Cadu.
3 receivers to the right side. There is Taylor on the keeper off the read. He gets across to the 49-yard line of the Mustangs, and with that, that is going to take us to the end of the third quarter, my friend. The Bulldogs trailing by the score of 49-31. Well, Randy, what you coming up with? What's the plan right now?
Well, we got our defensive stop that we wanted, but we just didn't get the second one. We didn't say we had to get them right in a row. I would like to see that and like to see us get right back in it as soon as possible, but obviously that's not going to happen. So I think right now we just go down in the score again, get this thing back to an 11-point ball game, and climb right back in this thing in the fourth quarter. There'll be plenty of time left when we kick the ball off. Then if we can come back with a defensive stop, get another score, we'll be right in the middle of it.
Well, the teams have flipped sides. We have 12 minutes to make up 18 points.
Yep.
49-31, by far the most the Bulldogs have given up all season. As Taylor now takes it and gives it to Cadu. And Cadu gets across to the 45-yard line. And, man, what a pancake block that time by Malik Banks on Xavier Garrett for the Mustangs. Oh, my.
I missed that one. Actually, I thought Tyron had the ball, and I was watching him.
So you've been faked out, too, so we're even, right?
Yeah, no kidding.
So it's going to be second down and about 3. There's a high snap. Taylor takes it, runs to the left side, goes through. There's a flag thrown down. So Taylor is finally wrapped up at the 40-yard line, but a flag was thrown. Holding against the Bulldogs.
Holding against the Bulldogs as Tyron was able to pick up about 6, maybe 7 yards on the play, but as it will all be for naught, that was a 3rd and about 3 there. So this is going to back it up to 3rd and 13 for the Bulldogs. Malik Banks coming on, Nieto coming off. As the opening minutes of the fourth quarter starts, we're going to have 3 receivers to the right. Tyron in shotgun formation. Going to throw it quickly. Almost intercepted by the linebacker there. Very dangerous.
That looked like Jacob
Will Wagner, if he would have been able to catch that ball, had some room to work if he would have been able to catch the ball, but the ball just a little bit behind him. Bulldogs look like they're going to go for it here.
Well, you almost have
13.
You almost have to. 11:02 remaining.
So this, not necessarily the play of the game, but one of the bigger ones, I guess you would say, wouldn't you?
4th down and 13. The Bulldogs at their 45-yard line. 3 receivers to the right side for Taylor. Taylor takes it and runs straight up the middle, running, and he's not going to get anywhere close to the first down.
Not sure exactly what that was all about right there. Quarterback draw. He didn't really act like he was going to throw it or anything. It was just a straight quarterback lead right up the middle. So the ball goes over on downs to Magnolia West as their defense gets a stop. Opening 10:57 left in the fourth quarter as the Bulldogs trail 31-49. And this, I'm kind of thinking now as the Magnolia Mustangs get the ball, they're going to, instead of go to that hurry-up offense, I'm thinking they're going to go to more of a slow-down offense.
A slow.
So we'll kind of see how this plays out.
So underneath center now is Fareed. In motion comes Thomas, and they're going to call.
Play clock had run down, but I believe Magnolia West had called timeout before time had expired. have one official with a flag on the ground, but they evidently did call timeout before the flag was thrown with should be 10:57 on the clock. But I'm sure they're not going to worry about that 1 second, are they?
Every second counts, my friend.
Sure does.
Wow.
So
it's been a night to remember.
It has.
It's always a night to remember when these guys get together.
It's very exciting if you're from Magnolia West. Like you say, they didn't think Coach Wright may be asking for that 1 second now. I don't know as he's calling him over. We'll see what happens here. Hopefully he's going to fight for every second. 1 second could be very important at the end of the game.
Yes, sir. Don't look like they're even going to bother about that much.
I thought Whitecap was going to come over here and say something, but he didn't.
So here we go now, first down and 10. For a high snap, fumbled, and retrieved, throwing the ball out of bounds. Smart play that time by quarterback
doing a good job. He just kind of mishandled the snap there. Almost went through his hands, but he was able to tip it up in the air and catch it, and then roll back out to the near sideline, which is the Mustang sideline, as he throws the ball out of bounds.
That play took 7 seconds?
There is a flag in the secondary now. We're fixing to – I didn't see that flag when the ball was thrown over here to the out-of-bounds line, but now for some reason there's a flag about at the 40-yard line of the Bulldogs in the secondary. And so we'll kind of see what's going on here.
They're explaining to both coaches now.
Maybe an ineligible receiver downfield.
That's a loss of down.
Loss of down.
There should be a loss of down.
So should be a 2nd and 15.
I thought that should have been a loss of down. Needless to say, it's 1st and 15. And comes in motion now for the Mustang. There's a Gil to Thomas sweep to the left side. Hits the hole, and something came loose. Don't know what that was.
Bradley Zeke is trying to strip that ball from the offensive ball carrier as he rolls over the top of him. Just a little hand toss sweep there as they pick up about 4 yards on the play, coming to the near sideline. Bradley Zeke on that tackle.
So now 3 receivers to the right side for Reed. You could kind of hear them giving that hard count that's been drawing the Bulldogs off all night as they now make some adjustments. 10-10 on the game clock, 4 seconds on the play clock.
I think that's Coach Crawford on the other sideline that we're hearing. That is a delay of game.
Yes, sir.
On the Mustang.
So the clock
we do have an update, Mike, from the Prairie View Panthers over at Panther Stadium. The Panthers have won tonight 2-0. So that should keep them right up there amongst
right
the
on
top
the heels of the
powers.
Lady Bisons. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So that's good news to hear from Abraham Coach Garcia at Prairie View.
That is a good job. Now back to action. There's a screen pass, and that's complete. And going across, making defenders miss across, still on his feet.
Oh, no.
And he's going to go all the way.
Well set up play. You can't argue with that. It's a well set up play by the Mustangs. And it's just a receiver screen coming right back toward the middle of the field. And he was just able to break 2 or 3 tackles and get right up the middle of the field and score.
That was
Mustang.
The Marion
Mitchell Bulldog defender down at about the 24-yard line in the middle of the field. Don't really know who that is for the Bulldogs as coach and the trainers come out to the middle of the field. Just a well-executed play there.
It was. It really was.
Can't really argue with that.
They're tending to Bulldog. Hopefully everything is fine. He does get up on his feet.
Isaiah Lassard was the player down. May have gotten a little heel to the stomach. Knocked the wind out of him a little bit there.
Go to PAT now.
I am thoroughly, Mike. PAT is up and good for the Mustangs with 9:32 left in the game. Mustangs go up 31-56 over the Bulldogs.
That's not what we needed, my friend.
It is really not.
And there they go.
Here we go.
Now, if you're a Magnolia West fan, you appreciate this. If you're a Bulldog fan, it's irritating.
It's all get out.
Wow. Well, the only way you can shut it up, you got to execute, right?
I'll tell you what, you cannot argue with the production. All right, question for you.
Okay.
Are they going to onside kick right here?
Yep.
I tend to agree with you.
Yes, sir. I've been on all night.
You're going to give up, 15 yards?
Yeah. So what?
What's the hurry? What's the hurt?
I got a big lead with under 10 minutes left. And he defies both of us and kicks it deep. It's retreat at the 7-yard line.
DeAndre Blackshear goes to the right, comes back to the left, got a little room, got a seam, gets all the way up to about the 34-yard line as he kind of built up a little head of steam as he kind of trotted up to there and then hit that full seam, and he would have gone. Looks like he may be cramping up a bit. The Bulldogs are getting their offense ready. They're going to really have to come up with some big plays, I guess, if they want to come down. Now down 25 points.
Is that all?
That's all. That's only three and a half
touchdowns.
scores.
3 touchdowns with 2-point conversion.
And a safety.
Yes, sir. How about another field goal to win?
Or, yeah, you're right, 2-point conversions would work. Field goal to win it, that would work.
Got to start right here, though, right?
9:26.
34-yard line. There's going to be a give to Cadu. Cadu shuts back to the left. And what a block that was followed up.
Good job. Cole Gogley working his man all the way back about 8 yards back and on his back.
No huddle offense for the Bulldogs. As the snap, Tyron rolls to his left, looking, wants to throw. He finally releases it, and that ball is caught about 2 yards short of the first down.
Roll out to the left there. Jacob Cadu just getting a great block on the outside edge, allowing Tyron time to get the ball away. Now Derek Wright does come into the ball game.
And there's Taylor
brother
takes it
Eric.
on the keeper, turns it outside, gets across, close to the 50, about the 48-yard line.
Good job by Tyron there getting to the outside edge and getting that first down. Moving the chains, doing a good job with 8:32 left in the fourth quarter. Right back to the line of scrimmage. Here we go.
Tyron Taylor takes it, rolls to his right, throws, got a wide-open receiver. In and out of the hands.
Wow. That's a good 15-yard out route right there by Daniel Nieto. Was wide open. Tyron hits him right in stride, right between the numbers, and just ball goes right between his hands. Drops the ball there. He could have turned that up and gotten a few extra yards, or possibly gotten out of bounds to kill the clock.
So give it right back now. It's going to be, was that Wright?
Derek Wright.
Derek Wright.
On the carries. He picks up about 8 on the play, right up the middle. Young man needs to stretch his legs out right there and get that motor rolling. We do have an offensive lineman down. It looks like Brody Burris from here. It does not look promising, I promise you that. Looks like he is in a little bit of pain. Doc
so while
out to him to
tending to that, we'll try to give you some scores from.
Give us some updates, Mike.
Some updates.
We have the update of the Prairie View Panthers making a getting a victory tonight, 2-0.
Navasota playing Fur in Navasota at the Rattlers Den with 2 minutes and 2 seconds remaining, are up 85-0.
Oh my goodness! You know what? I think that's the second time this year they scored over 80 runs.
They scored 87 runs, points, buckets, whatever. That's a lot.
Man, raining point.
Yes, sir. Magnolia's on top of Springwood by the score of 55-10.
Yeah.
We have Wharton over Royal 49-0 in the third quarter. Columbus over Stafford 20-9 in the third quarter. And the Hempstead Bobcats, they're pulling away from the Pulaski Sharks, winning 28-8 with 4:46 in the third quarter.
Okay.
And you have, let's see, another game of interest, Belleville all over Sweeney, 24-0. Back to action here, the Bulldogs with third down and 2. Taylor Keebler runs, weaves through, gets enough
for the first down.
For the first.
Gets hit pretty hard there, the defender. Yeah. Bulldogs right back to the line of scrimmage.
So 3 receivers now to the right side. There's going to be another keeper by Taylor. He's weaving through, spins down to the 40-yard line.
The zone read that they always run. Tyron keeps the ball, trying to go over the right side, picked up about a yard. That right there. You know, Mike, one of the interesting things is going to be these next 2 games to see how the Bulldogs respond.
As Taylor tried to roll out to the left, the Herzog incomplete, fell a little short.
Yeah, a little short. Evan Herzog couldn't quite get back to it in time to get his arms underneath it. Third down and a long 9 for the Bulldogs. 7:30 left in the fourth quarter.
Taylor gets it, throws a slant pass. It's caught and close.
Going to be close to a first down as Will Wagner receives the ball. Trying to get up the field, but the defender there quickly on him. 4th and inches.
Bulldogs line up.
Taylor, Tyron is not going to get it.
He did not get it.
I'm not real sure what happened there, but he did not lower his head and get down. Get that. I'm not sure what really happened there, but it did not look like 100% effort there. Mustangs are fired up. Their coaches were way out past the numbers.
Bulldogs are denied at the 33-yard line. That's where the Mustangs will take over with 7:07 remaining in this contest. Mustangs up 56-31.
And I bet they don't back off any.
So they're not going to back off?
I bet they don't back off any.
Would you?
Absolutely not.
Pistol formation now. And there is a play-action pass. Fareed looking, wants to throw, rolling out the pocket, throws it finally away. It was intended for the receiver, Mitchell.
Quarterback hit just as he throws the ball, and the coach jumping up and down screaming like something illegal happened. Not real sure what's going on there. I do really know what's going on. I'm just not going to say it.
No, it's a family program.
It is a family program. I wasn't going to get nasty. I was just going to give a fact.
Just a fact.
But I'm going to refrain. There's movement on the offensive line. They were almost fixing to let that go, but oh boy, got his weight going backwards, and he couldn't quite stop.
That's what we call them, big uns.
The big uns get going and didn't have his beepers on. I would expect a pass here.
And there is a stretch run to Thomas going to the right side. He lowers his head and picks up about 7 yards.
Waller defender just receiving a tackle there. Not really making a tackle, but just receiving a tackle. That's one of the things that I was really disappointed on earlier on. I saw a couple of opportunities where we really had some opportunities to really go out and make a big hit, and it just wasn't there. That's very disappointing when you come from – I just love good, hard-hitting football. And
yes, sir.
I haven't seen a whole lot of that.
This is not over, but it's 5 years consecutive now that the Mustangs have stopped the Bulldogs.
Dominating.
Track. Play action pass now for Rhea is being rushed.
Ball's loose.
And the Bulldogs
do not get it, Mike.
Wow.
Big lineman back there getting on that ball.
The ball goes all the way back down to the 19-yard line.
A timeout called by the Bulldogs, so we're starting to do a little clock management here. All right, let's think this thing out. 31 would be 38. 38 puts them down to 18. Onside kick. Okay.
No, realistically,
we're not giving up, but
no, we're not giving up. I mean, realistically, mathematically, you still have a chance.
Still have a chance,
but you got to score.
Exactly.
And they can't touch the ball the rest of the night.
No, you have to come out defensively and play like you haven't played all night long.
That's right. You're going to have to get the magical angel dust or whatever it is, and create. You got to create your opportunities right now. That was a great time to create an opportunity.
That was a great creation right there, and that's the third one that we've really had. We had two in the first half we weren't able to capitalize on. One there. We realistically had a good chance to get on that.
It's about 4th and 26 now, and the Bulldogs are setting up as if they're going to punt.
Well, we need a return right here.
And almost blocked.
Almost
end over end kick is going to be picked up and nowhere to go.
Good job by Colin Sims. He actually wasn't tackled. He fell on the guy and rolled out of it, but they called him down, which that's expected. Don't want to get anybody hurt on some silly play like that. Punt all the way to the Magnolia West side, so we're going to start the Magnolia West 48-yard line. The Bulldogs come out with 6:02 left in the fourth quarter.
Now, the only good thing about that series only took 1 minute and 3 seconds for the Bulldogs.
Yeah. You know, and I'm afraid with 6 minutes left in the ball game, I think you're going to have to come out, and I don't think zone read is going to work and be as effective as it has been. They're going to have to come out and throw the ball a little bit, get something going.
Taylor rolls out. He wants to throw, going up deep, and it's too strong for his intended receiver.
Ball is overthrown by a good 5 yards. Good thing about incomplete passes is that it does stop the clock. 3rd down and 12 for the Bulldogs on the far hash.
5:37 remaining. Taylor takes the snap. They're going to keep it running to the left. Good block. He breaks through, toss a first down, spun out of bounds inside the 30.
What a block. Stop the clock with 5:28. I couldn't really see who that was, but it was a fantastic downfield block that really sprung him. A good job by Tyron, getting right in behind the lineman and kicking that to the outside edge.
So from the 27,
going right
Taylor
back to
it. Goes to the left side, down inside the 15. He picks up another first down.
Travis Hyatt leads the way through the middle of the field there. A good block. Another first down by Tyron Taylor. They are down to about the 13-yard line.
5:15 remaining. Kadu is going to get it, but the clock is going to stop.
Going to have a timeout called by Mag West. A little frustration or something by the Mustang sideline. They're trying to get the defense rallied up. Yeah, there's some good, solid 3 plays there by the Bulldogs. As Tyron says, here, jump on my shoulders, let's go. But not to say that there wasn't any good blocking there, because there was some fantastic blocking up front for Tyron as they were able to pick up some extra yardage.
Yes, sir.
Takes us to 5:12 left in the fourth quarter. Bulldogs down 31-56. We haven't said that all year.
No, have not said. But I'm surprised, but I'm not surprised, because I've always said this was a mental game, and they mentally got into our heads early on with the onside kicks. We'll talk a little bit about that later.
We sure will.
First down for the Bulldogs. There's going to be a keeper by Taylor. Taylor running to the left side, spinning off the defender, finally down inside the 10 to about the 6-yard line.
Good job on the zone read by Tyron there. He's really getting worn down late in the ball game here, but another good block by the offensive line there as he's able to get the edge and tackle from behind.
So the ball's at the 6-yard line. Kadu now gets it running to the left side.
Takes it right over the left tackle there, gets all the way down to the 3-yard line. Just inside the 3-yard line. The Bulldogs are quick to get back on the line of scrimmage.
Another gear this time to Kadu, and he is wrapped up behind the line.
A little linebacker blitz or something there by the Mustangs, and able to stop him at about the 5-yard line as they're going to lose 2. Second down from the 5-yard line for the Bulldogs.
So now go to
quick throw inside to Will Wagner's on a quick slant. Completed for the touchdown. Bulldogs cut into the lead. They go 37. Extra point team comes onto the field. There's no need on really going for 2 at this time until you have to. Well, I don't think you go for 2 until you have to. Just my thinking.
You have to.
Snap is good. The hold is down. Bazan is good with the extra point. The band is fired up. The fans looks like they're on their feet for the most part, some of them anyway. They're trying to spur on their Bulldogs.
There's no doubt about what's coming next, right?
I would think not. And I'm sure that Mag West is aware of that, so I'm sure they're going to have their hands team up on the line.
We're trying.
It's going to be very interesting, Mike.
It really does. It really does. We are thinking we had not seen or heard from Eric Wright since that first series after the Bulldogs' possession. We hope it's nothing serious with the young man.
Absolutely. The offensive line is on the
If I'm Coach Wright right now, I'm stressing to my guys, finish strong.
Absolutely.
Finish strong. Don't worry about what the score is. You go out and execute. Still, I need a stop from my defense, but finish strong.
Yeah. Yeah, you're exactly right. You don't want to get into some push and shoving match, and basically showing those character flaws.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So this is the first time that they've set the ball up on the right hash. So I believe that we are in full expectation of an onside kick, although Bazan can kick with both legs.
Is that right? Well, he's a soccer player.
He is a soccer player. Now, he's not as strong left-footed, but he is capable of kicking the ball.
So then if you're going to kick it with your left foot. If you're going to
What about a long kick right over here that you outrun everybody to?
Yeah, that could be
That's a good
kick. And it is
he got it.
Recovered by the Bulldogs.
A perfect kick by
Wow.
Bazan. The ball got to the hop right at the 8-yard mark and jumped over the offensive player right into the Bulldogs' hands. The Bulldogs do convert on the onside kick. So the Bulldogs will receive the ball at the 48-yard line, The offense comes back on the field with a little bit more of a energy
Yes, sir.
there.
Three receivers to the right side now for Taylor. There's going to be early movement.
Yeah,
it
looks like the ball moved a little quick.
Oh,
kind of double clutched on that. So one of the things that we are concerned about when the Bulldogs get a little steam built up is the old quick trigger while it's still in the holster with the bullet hitting the old foot.
Didn't I tell you to be nice?
Seems like every time you get a break, you shoot yourself in the foot. Hopefully,
so Tyron looking, throws. That ball is off the hands of the receiver in the slot.
Ball just a little high and maybe leading him a little bit much, but Will Wagner had room. If he would have been able to catch that in stride,
he's still running.
He may have taken that the distance.
Ball is set at the 47-yard line of the Bulldogs, trying to make some type of comeback. There's going to be a keeper to Taylor going to the left side, trying to get to the corner, and he wisely runs out of bounds.
Good job of killing the clock. He's going to lose a yard or two. Oh, my goodness, what a mark. Lost about 3, maybe. Yeah, good 3. I think they're going to come right back to the slant to Wagner. It's there. He's just got to complete it.
Take your time, step and throw. The low snap. Tyron rolls to his left, right, and picks it all and gets a pass complete. And that's Will Wagner again, but he only gets about another 2 yards out of it.
Yeah, that's a little pigtail route that they're trying to run inside like a quick slant and then cut it to the outside, but defensively did a good job. We've got 4th and 10. So this is pretty much the ball game right here.
The snap, Taylor rolls to his left. He steps, pumps, tries to tuck it down, and he's going to be tackled.
There it is.
At the 50-yard line.
Got to find a way to get rid of the ball in that situation. Picked up about a yard on that, but coming up about 11 yards short as the Mustang forced a turnover on downs. So with 3:25 left in the fourth quarter, the ball right on the 50-yard line, Mike.
Yes, sir.
Let's see how this Mustangs come out, break their sideline huddle.
Play action pass. Going up top.
They're pretty much going to a we're going to run it down your throat formation. They're going to just feed the ball to Thomas there.
Thomas gets up to about the 46-yard line.
And as long as they do that, 3 to 4 yards at a pop, I think they're going to be happy with lining it up and just running those big, what do they call that formation?
The victory formation? Or just the big wing?
Just kind of like an overload.
Yeah, overload.
The power top. It's not really a power.
Goal line offense.
Goal line offense. So they run double tight, double wing. Going to run lead left.
And there's Thomas going across.
You're not going to be a sure tackler. He's going to bust one. They have got to wrap up the ball carrier.
2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in this one, and I guess it's safe to say now that the Bulldogs will get their first defeat handed to them this season.
And the road doesn't get any easier.
No, sir. Next week they will be hosting the Brenham Cubs.
Halloween night. There's going to be some tricks.
Yes, some tricks or treats for sure on that night.
Next Friday night.
Quarterback
keeper, and he's going to break it if he doesn't.
And just,
obviously, they're not going to blow the whistle.
There's a strip.
They're going to give it to him.
And Blackshear down to the 20, to the 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They just let them play. No whistle was blown.
Takes the ball from him.
And he runs 60 yards the opposite way for a touchdown. Wow.
What a turn of events. With 1:46 left in the fourth, we kept wondering why they didn't blow the whistle, and I guess DeAndre said, if you're not going to blow the whistle, I'm going to take the ball, and he did.
Wow.
The Bulldogs take it down. DeAndre Blackshear stripping the ball and getting away from the quarterback. extra point team comes, I believe now that the Bulldogs are looking at possibly a 2-point conversion.
Well, you should have took the 2.
2-point conversion would cut the lead to 10 if they convert.
Unbelievable,
man. An onside kick. We get stopped on 4th. We get a takeaway and a score.
I hope I have to eat some crow when I said it's almost safe to say that the Bulldogs might have their first loss.
I wouldn't mind you eating a little crow on that one.
Mind. I'd eat it with some hot sauce.
Hey, man, you know what? I don't think you can put hot sauce.
Man, hot
I
sauce
don't think
is
anything you
for
can put hot sauce on that won't be bad.
That's what I'm talking about. I'll tell you a story. My wife will appreciate this. When we first got married, she was a terrible cook. And I kept hot sauce and Tabasco sauce. And, man, when I said, well, she went through the trouble of cooking it, I got to eat it to keep her encouraged. I went through so many bottles of hot sauce that it wasn't even funny. I'd walk through the store. They say, you want some hot sauce? I said, you know it. But she's one of the greatest cooks in the world right now.
In the world.
Thank you, honey. We endure it together.
You're the best.
So the Bulldogs with 146.
Going for the 2-point conversion. Going to hit Will. That's overthrown. Had him wide open. If he just kind of lets that develop, Tyron gives him time to throw the ball. There's a late flag on the play. I'm unsure of what it is. They're discussing it like it's possibly against Mag West.
If that's the case, you do it again.
I mean obviously if it's against Waller, it's a no-brainer, so why do you even
okay.
What did they say?
Shot block. So with 146, the score now is 56-44.
That's going to be assessed on the kickoff.
Yeah, but I'm not going to say I told you so, but if you go for your 2 in, you still have 46 now. Right? The other score would have made it 48.
What do you mean? What are you saying?
Okay, when we scored the last time around, you kicked the.
Oh, okay.
You kick the extra. I mean, if you go for the 2.
You get the 2.
Right. Well, assuming you get it, that would have made the score 39-56. Then this here would have made it 45.
They would have already had. 46. So with 2 more,
it would have been 47 points.
48.
48 points.
Yes.
I like them odds.
No, you're right. 47.
Yes, sir. I like them odds.
47.
But that's neither here nor there. It still would have needed to score twice with 1:46.
Yeah.
So there's no doubt this is going to be an onside kick here as well.
Yep, you're right. 146 left in the 4th. Bulldogs 44.
I just got a text from Benny Mays. He said, Benny Mays said, I'm going to be eating cereal next week for that comment I just made. I got news for you, Ben. I've been eating cereal this week.
Probably will be this weekend, too, with your wife out there.
Well, she's already out of town, so it's cereal on the house for everybody.
Better go to the store tonight and get some more milk.
So, yeah, I'm on the way back, as a matter of fact. Ball spotted at the 25-yard line. Onside kick.
I'm not sure Bucky's carries milk, do they?
Sir?
I'm not sure Bucky's carries milk, do they?
Well, somebody carries it. Okay, we got all them cows out there by the dairy. We'll do something.
You may be out there getting your little hand workout this evening.
And the kick is on, another knuckler. Oh, whistle is blown.
I don't believe the whistle was ever blown to kickoff. Giovanni got tired of waiting and said, "Man, I'm going to practice one right here," and just went ahead and kicked it. Whitecap was in the middle of the field. I guess they're so Magnolia West declines the chop block penalty. So they're going to move the ball back to the 40-yard line. I'll tell you what I'd do right here, Mike. I'd have my fastest 3 guys on this side right here. And I would pooch that ball down to the 35 and let my 3 fastest guys that are staying real close to the 50 when I've got a head of steam going, and I'd run that ball down.
And here we go. The ball's now at the 40-yard line. Another good kick. It bounces right to the defender, and they'll take it.
Hit him in the chest.
Give a shout-out to my baby girl, Jasmine. She said I should not have called Mom out like that.
Called her out? I thought she was the greatest cook ever.
Yeah, they did. They misinterpret me. Another flag is
Another
down.
flag on the field. Personal foul against Magnolia West. To move the ball back 15, so the ball will be about the 35-yard line.
Well, that's all academic
really
right now because Waller can only stop the clock one time.
Yeah, and it's academic is a good word.
I learned that in school.
Did you really? You've been going long enough, so
well, yeah.
You should have learned.
Yeah,
definitely should have learned that.
I've told it a book or two.
I don't know why. I should have been calling you Doctor all along.
Man, no, you can call me Mike. Mike is fine.
Doctor.
The Doctor of Love.
Hold on now. You said your daughter was at home listening.
Well, it was love that got her here.
You got that right.
Mustangs are now set up, and they give to Thomas, who runs to it while still on his feet, going through the fenders. And the Bulldogs trying to strip the ball, and the clock is stopped.
I'm really amazed at how many players lose their helmets nowadays. I don't really understand that. Unless something illegal is going on, how do you lose your helmet? I mean, I've had my face mask literally
touch your nose,
a quarter inch from my nose. One of the hardest hits I ever received. And my helmet didn't come off.
Because you had your chin strap on tight.
Goodness.
Loose and tight.
But, last week, there was 3 or 4 times, and it happened at least 2 or 3 times tonight. NFL, they don't have to go off the field.
Well, it's about concussions, Randy. It's about concussions.
Yeah, you're right. Safety of the player.
Safety first. We are talking about 17, 18-year-old young men who do hopefully have a bright future because not all will make it to the next professional level.
Professional future in some type of job.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Brian, what are the percentages of high school athletes making it to the professional level?
I would have to say 20%.
Oh, it's way less than that, I'm afraid. 53-man roster, right?
Yes, sir. There's a 28 back to Thomas, and he burrows through for another Mag West first down.
Mustang just going right at him. Bulldogs cannot stop the clock at this moment. So now it's the victory formation for the Mustangs. And 1:20 left on the clock. 17 seconds left on the play clock. Clock will go all the way down. They try to get all of their players on the field for the victory formation. This is going to leave a very bitter taste in the mouth of the Bulldogs.
It should. It really should.
Absolutely, it should.
Now,
I believe the expectations were
here. I mean, and once again, we are all for the Bulldogs, but I've been saying all year this was the game.
This was the game. You said that in our opening sports talk show this year.
Yes, sir. This was the game, and not all is lost. For I just want to remind folks, the Bulldogs have qualified for the playoffs.
Yes.
But you wanted this one for more of a personal, mental psyche for the Bulldogs. This makes 5 years in a row that Magnolia West has just taken it to the Bulldogs.
Tattooed a number right on the forehead. Tattooed a number right on the forehead.
Yes, sir.
56-44 as the clock goes to 0. The buzzer goes off. I see all of the coaches coming to shake the hand. Coach Wright and Shane and coach for the Mustangs having a nice conversation at the middle of the field. And some people kind of hanging around listening to this conversation right here.
What do you think is going on right now? What do you think is going on?
I'll tell you what, Mike, there is no love lost. There are some friends from each staff that, are on a friendly basis, but there is no love lost between a couple of these coaches right here. And I'll be very curious. I mean, this is an interesting conversation.
It's an extended conversation, too.
And, there's not any Magnolia West coaches around, but there are several Waller coaches around. And so there's you know what, though? I'll be honest with you, Mike.
Uh-huh.
I can't say it. We're going to talk in private
later.
We're going to talk in private, but
well, the Bulldogs knocked at the door, but the Mustangs would not let them in.
They
for
sure
the
would
fifth
not.
Consecutive year.
You know, what I did look and recognize, I thought I saw on the Chronicle site, I don't know if I saw different scores or what I saw, but it seemed like that defensively that Mag West did have the edge. And
it showed tonight.
I think tonight, I think absolutely that the Mustang defense was a little bit better than the Bulldogs defense. And, you definitely, when you put up 44 points,
you're supposed to win.
I think your expectations would be to win.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, because they hit right on their average tonight. They've been averaging about 43.6 points. So the offense did its job. And so, and not that you're pointing the blame at anyone.
Oh, absolutely
And if you want to get technical,
we're pointing the facts out.
We're pointing out facts, but if you these onside kicks to get your momentum, to get you a cushion, and I guess the thing that would aggravate me is you got to expect that they've done that for the last 5 years that we've played them. They go for it on 4th and 11 off a punt, a fake punt, really? And it's you have to expect the unexpected.
That's a gutsy call, and that's showing a little bit of faith in your wide receiver being able to go up.
Can I be honest with you? That's a little bit of arrogance, too. That's a little bit of arrogance.
Maybe so. I don't know. I just don't see it. I'm just saying. Hey, we're gonna go man up on your guy. Can your guy stop my guy?
Man up. Play me man up. If you're talking about going man up, don't go pulling rabbits out the hat. But that's no need for me to say.
There.
I'm not
gonna give you that.
Let me give these scores before we go, so we can talk off.
No, I want to continue some of this on.
Yeah. The Bulldogs lose 56-44. Their next opponents will be the Brenham Cubs at Waller ISD Stadium Halloween night. Brenham,
Mike, that is going to be. I think that is really going to be a good game.
What did I say at the beginning of the season?
I did predict an upset. If you consider Waller winning as an upset.
No, what I said was I wanted to see how the Bulldogs perform against Magnolia West, the Brenham Cubs, and the Stratford Spartans. Those are the final 2 games now for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, absolutely.
Brenham manhandles Tomball tonight, 48-0.
To 0.
So
they're going to come in on a high.
They're going to come in on a high. They're going to come in with some expectations. There's no love lost between those two.
Absolutely not.
So this is going to be a knockdown, drag-out battle.
There's not an ounce of love lost.
No, sir. So
for that,
we'll give you some other scores.
Okay.
Magnolia West Magnolia got their act together, matching their comrades only by coming up short by 1 point. They scored 55-17 over Springwoods tonight. You have Brenham, as we stated, 48-0 over Tomball. Wharton blasts Royal out the water, 56-0.
Ike.
Yes, sir. Let's see. Hempstead Bobcats, are they still going on there? It's 48-8 with about 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter there.
They had a strong second half.
Yes, sir. Belleville all over Sweeney, 31-0. And that is going to about wrap it up for us on tonight as far as scores. We give you more updates and recaps on Monday morning with our Sports Report Weekly. Remember, our Sports Report Weekly is aired twice a week now on Mondays and Fridays. We have a syndicated nationwide show that's syndicated on Fridays. Be sure to go and visit our website at ktorradio.com. Randy, Bulldogs went to work but didn't get paid tonight. We'll do it all over again next week at the lovely confines of Waller ISD Stadium. We want to thank the people tonight for making tonight's broadcast possible. The Waller Bulldog Club, the City of Prairie View, 4B Economic Group, James Ledoux from the Lawn Care Service, Armor Industries. Also want to thank Varsity Grill, Larry's Automotive, Temple Refuge Ministries, the attorney Lee Van Richardson Jr., Sam Bernard Electric, Galileo's Mexican Grill, the Learning Tree Daycare Center, and you, the listener. Our final score here again from Magnolia Mustang Stadium is the Bulldogs falling short 56-44. Don't forget, on Sunday, we'll be back live from the campus of Prairie View A&M University as the Prairie View Panthers, who were victorious tonight over the Southern Jaguars by the score of 2-0. We'll find out if the Panthers can continue on to be on top of the Southwestern Athletic Conference. They were a game behind the Lady Bisons, but they'll take on Jackson State, and we'll be there live with a 1 p.m. kickoff. Remember, you can listen by dialing 724-444-7444, code 46493. This is Mike Prince, along with Randy Allen, saying God bless, good night, and we'll see you on the other side. Good night.